Well, good evening and welcome to Journey and Friends right here on My Psychic Connection. I'm your host, Journey Ryan. I hope everybody is ready for the weekend and ready to start this live. We've got so many people here coming from multiple platforms. Guys, please make sure to be patient as we're going to try to get to as many people as possible. Remember, if you'd like to get a longer read, because our free readings are 2 minutes long, make sure that you check out our donation list, which has a 3, a 5, a mini, a mega, and a medium, guys. So check that out. I call those the 3Ms. And for the 3-minute readings on Fridays, you get to choose which psychic you'd like your reading with. So you'll get 3 minutes of that person. And don't worry, guys, we don't get jelly. It's okay. So it doesn't matter if you pick me or one of the other 2 psychics that's with us. Just go ahead and choose who you'd like to communicate with to get that answer, because it's not about us, it's about you. So on top of that, we have introduced a new game to our show, which is speed read. For 3 minutes of the show, we're going to do this a couple times. When you do the speed read, everybody's going to ask yes or no questions. Even if you've already got one answered, keep posting your question as fast as you can. Different questions to get a yes or no answer. Remember, once you get that yes or no answer, you might go, I wonder why it's this. I wonder why it's that. So then you can ask that question so we can go and look deeper into it. Remember, the first question that you guys post is the question that is going to get posted on here. So make sure that you are posting the question that you're wanting, because I noticed that some people change their question. If you want your question changed, please put in front, I would like to change my question to this. So that way we don't post the question that you didn't want after you've changed it. We just want to make sure that we're getting you the answers you seek and not giving you the answers to something that you're like, I don't want that anymore. So Rebecca says, all right, let's get the lawn mowing and cobweb clearing out of the way. Let's get on with the show. Hey, listen, there's nothing wrong with the lawnmower, and cobwebs, be gone. Trust me, I'm pretty sure, Rebecca, there's going to be a lot more of that talk going on anyway, as this is, for mature audiences. So guys, make sure you guys know that. Mature audiences, please ask your questions. Do remember that we are live on over 180 platforms. The only 2 platforms that you're capable of communicating through, if you're out there listening and would like to be on our live show, go to our YouTube channel. We also have our Facebook page where you guys can communicate. Also, guys, share us out far and wide. Far, far, far. Share, share, share. We want to get to as many people as possible. We're going to be here for quite some time, so let's have a lot of fun. Guys, don't forget, we are playing our game, Find the Queen of Fire. I'm going to shuffle these cards right now. We're going to find the Queen of Fire. Someone who, every time someone donates, they get a card pulled. If they find the Queen of Fire, they will win a $50 reading on mypsychicconnection.com. And if you guys haven't found out about My Psychic Connection, go to mypsychicconnection.com. Check us out. All the psychics that you see here on the shows live, you will get a chance to get a live reading with them privately, or some of the other psychics that may not be on our shows but are on our website. So guys, definitely check that out. It's a lot of fun and some very talented psychics out there. But it's not Friday without having some fun with my nutty little friend Squirrel. Hey,
Hi,
going on?
I'm just happy to be here.
All right.
I brought all my nuts, so we're gonna be good to go.
All right. So you got, I would say you got all your marbles, but apparently sounds like you got all your nuts.
I haven't had
Again, mature
marbles for
audiences.
years. Yeah. Uh,
No marbles for you. Oh, got it.
no.
10-4. 10-4. Picking up what you're throwing down. All right. So are you ready for Friday night? I mean, we always
Always.
look so much forward. And then they're going to get a double dose next week because on February 14th, Valentine's Day, guys, we are going to be having our anniversary show. My Psychic Connection has been here for 15 years. Now, mind you, the first 10 of that was on the radio only, but now we've been doing lives for 5 years. So, of course, breaks were taken in the last two, but definitely looking forward to communicating. We took a long break, but brought back some amazing psychics. So I'm glad that the people that used to listen to the show are back, enjoying it, and having a lot of fun with us. As I would like for you guys to start checking out our YouTube channel. We've got YouTube content only. So if you want to check out some of that content, like Tarot Card of the Day or the Transit New, we've got 3 other shows coming about angel numbers. We've got numerology, and we've got another one that is in the making currently, using a mixture with none other than Cassidy the Card Singer, who's got a band
Yay!
interface.
Hello!
Interface. Hi.
I'm just over here
How's
killing
it
myself
going?
laughing at Rebecca's comment. Oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Hi
And
everybody,
the
welcome, happy
comments.
Friday.
Right. We've got so much new content coming, guys, and it's right on our YouTube channel. So we're getting there and building that up and getting everybody. Then we're going to do a drawing. Once we get to 1,000 followers on there, we're going to have a drawing. And there's a possibility of somebody winning a mega read right here on our live show. So guys, think about that. Make sure you're going to our YouTube channel and subscribing and ringing the bell so you guys can be notified. But also know, once we hit those 1,000 subscribers, we are going to get a drawing. So everybody's name who's on the subscriber list, they're going to draw a couple people, and we're going to announce who the winner is right here on one of our shows going live, and you guys will win a chance to get a mega read. So don't forget to check out some of our content. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing. If you're on our Facebook page, make sure you guys are sending those love hearts. Tap them screens, guys. Let's see that love. Send us those emojis. We got octopuses. We've got cats. We've got squirrels.
Octopus.
Rebecca, you're so sweet.
How'd you find octopuses?
I don't know. I see everybody else's symbol but mine, which is the tree. Where's the trees, guys? Share the love. Kelly's giving me unicorns and rainbows.
Oh,
I'll take that.
So-
I'll take that.
You were talking about subscribing, and I saw the coolest thing I found just like this week. There's a little bell inside the subscribe button on YouTube, and if you click that bell, you get notifications for everything new that comes out. So y'all click that bell too. It's in the subscribe button. I was like so excited to find that.
Hi to all the new people that are coming through the door, guys. Now, some of the psychics that come in here would like to see a sun sign. So if you guys, when your question gets posted and you didn't post your sun sign, just go ahead and follow up as soon as you see your name on there with your sun sign. That helps the readers connect with you a little bit more, and it shows them how you process energies that come through your life, how you deal with things, because your sun sign definitely changes. You can ring my bell, Rebecca says.
Oh my God.
It's already started. It's already started. Okay. Chelsea says, what's the sun sign? The sign that you were born under. Were you a Cancer? Are you an Aquarius? Are you a Sagittarius? Are you a Scorpio?
And if you don't know what your sun sign is, just put in the the day, like the month and the day. You don't have to put the year, just
Yeah,
the
you don't have
month
to
and
put
the
the year.
day. Oh,
She said,
okay,
oh,
she
Aries.
knows.
Got it. All right, cool. So basically what your horoscope, what you would look under for your horoscope. And guys, don't forget to check out Life 9 magazine, where your guys' horoscopes are for the month. And the new magazine will be coming out on the 1st of March. And we'll have one coming to you guys each month. So guys, make sure you're checking that out. It's not all about the psychic stuff on there either, though. Just know that we have other things that you guys can read about, recipes. It's absolutely amazing. I'm seeing all of these signs already. So so if you guys are new here, go ahead and post your question. That's how you get on the list. And when you get on the list, we're going to answer in order unless we get a donation. A donation does get their questions answered first. So if you guys get a mega read, you can have a couple questions available. But remember, all the other donations are one question. And if you have a follow-up question that goes with what you're talking about, yes, we will respond to that. But if it's like, oh, does Michael love me? And then we talk about it, and then you have a follow-up question about Michael, absolutely, we'll communicate about that. But we're not going to jump from, all right, so then my job is blah, blah, blah. So if you want that type of thing, get a mega and we'll be more than happy to take care of it. Guys, do know that we do have mediumships here. So I will take the lead on those mediumships and then the girls will follow behind. But we are going to start off tonight's show a little differently because we're going to start off with Cassidy tonight. Then we're going to Squirrel Squirrel. And then I'm so used to saying you first and then myself. Got it, guys? And if it's a mediumship, I will lead the way, and then the girls will follow me in the same order as it would go Cassidy, Squirrel. So Squirrel will get the chance to bring it all together for you guys, and it'll be amazing. So I can't wait. You ladies ready?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yes, definitely.
Because we got about 20 minutes before we do our first speed read.
I'm excited for
I
that.
know, first speed read of the night. So, all right. So let's start off with who do we have first? Who do we have first for Cassidy? All right, Cassidy.
This is for Sabrina. Hi, Sabrina. Sabrina asks, I'm going to look at a car today. Will I end up buying the car? Okay, Sabrina, let's take a look at that. Thank you for your question. Get my cards nice and shuffled here. Sabrina, will she buy the car she's looking at today? Okay. 2 and 3. All right, my dear. So taking a look, it seems kind of interesting how this particular car came into your sphere of awareness, shall we say. The first card I have is the sun in reverse. And in this deck, you've got these two kids. They're looking up at this poster of the sun. And to me, it's like either you were looking for this particular car and it just came up on an ad or someone let you know about it. To me, there's some kind of interesting thread between you deciding to go and look at this car and how it actually ended up playing out. I feel like at this moment in time, you look like you're fairly, you may be looking for a deal on this car. I don't know if this price has been set and you're looking to haggle the price, or to me, it looks like you're willing to go into some level of negotiation process on this particular car. The outcome I have, this is the 5 of Wands in reverse. So to me, that's not an immediate yes that you'll be buying this car. It seems like you might be at a different headspace than the seller is, whether it's on price or the package, how it ends up looking. I feel like there's a little bit of negotiation before this could move forward. So I don't see you buying the car immediately today. But good luck to you, my dear. And I that's an exciting time actually buying a new car. How we get from A to B, what we put in our car. I don't know. It's very exciting. It's one of those bigger purchases in life. She says, yeah, it just popped up on Facebook. The price is great, but got to see what the mechanic says. Okay. That 5 of Wands reversed has shown me just say car mechanical issues in the past. So definitely get that looked at. But thank you so much, my darling. I appreciate your question.
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, guys. And know that we are here 5 nights a week too, by the way. And now our YouTube channel with the new content that's being added will continue to keep giving you guys information even through the weekend. So if you're like, what in the hell is going on in this energy today, you'll still be able to find out what is going on. So guys, make sure you guys are tuning into that YouTube channel. And yeah, when we see a car and we need one, we don't want to jump in on that crazy, you want something good. You don't want to put all your money into something and then go, I'm going to have to buy a whole nother car already. And I just bought this one, you know,
Yeah.
so
I was
it makes a big
really
difference.
happy to see her say, I got to see what my mechanic says. I was
Oh,
Me
very
too.
1000%.
Yeah, 100%.
1000%. Absolutely. Well, let's keep it going and see who we got next.
Oops. Audrey, hi. Sorry, internal head space just said floop. But hi, Audrey. Audrey asks, is there anything specific that will come in April? Was told in April I will be happy and smiling. Thanks. All right, let's go check this out. Now, I'm hoping that it's not supposed to be a surprise, but I'm asking what will have you happy and smiling? But it might have to, the universe puts surprises in us that they're so fantastic they don't want you to know about them. So let's see. I feel like it's a surprise, but let's see if there's anything else to go along with that surprise. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Wow. Money right off the bat. Money or something of extreme value to you, something unexpected. Yes, I do still feel like there's an element of surprise, but I got the wish card for you, Audrey. So it's something you've been wishing for. And no, I don't think it's the disappearance of certain exes, but I do feel like it's money related, but I really also feel like there's an element of surprise that you are not supposed to know. And the cards are saying me, you are not supposed to know that. This is the Emperor and it's in reverse. It's bad, squirrel. Why are you reading this? So there is an element of surprise in there, but there's also what you're allowed to know, money or value involved, and your wish. You have a specific wish that is going to have you singing and dancing. Oh, I know what it is, but I'm not allowed to tell you. Love you, Audrey. Okay, that's all I have for you, honey. I'm not allowed to tell you. I'm all by myself. We're my friends. Audrey said, damn it, LOL. You know what it is too, Audrey. You know.
Think very hard.
Yeah, we're all like, we know what it is.
She says, tell me. Think hard about it,
See
sweetie.
how scary that Emperor was? He smacked me upside the head hard. And I oh my God.
It's already started, guys. Dun, dun, dun.
What's everybody drinking tonight? We haven't had a chance to say. You guys
Oh,
drinking
yes.
tonight?
Of course, you know me and my Long Islands. So
Nice.
I'll be sipping on those. I made me a half gallon.
Delicious.
Got to make the half gallon.
That's a lot of Long Island. I would be on my butt after 2 ounces.
And Audrey says, I'm camping. Yes, there's a lot of liquor in these. Just the way I like it.
As Sharon Lala said, just think if Squirrel did drink alcohol, I'm actually drinking a beer.
Yes, I am as well.
Rebecca says, Fuji apple water. I'm such a rebel.
Oh, that's
Let us know what you guys are drinking
good.
too. You're sipping on something. Well, cheers to everybody. What are you guys enjoying?
Exactly. What is
Apple
everybody
water?
drinking? What are we drinking, ladies?
I have a beer. I'm beering
Beer.
tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Your beer is
Good stuff.
pink. It's pretty. My beer is just beer colored.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
I'm
but
jealous.
yours is a good beer. Yours is a good beer. I
It is
like
a good
your
beer.
I do like your beer. All right. Well, let's keep it going. I'm next on the list. Who do I got?
Oh.
We got Oops. Who's Oops? Oh, it's Debbie. Hey, Debbie, what's going on? So I'd like to know what's going to happen in 2023 in terms of love, career, education, health, friendship, and okay. Debbie, we're going to go. This is how this works. You guys, this is a 2-minute reading. So I'm going to pick the first thing you said, which is love, which is learning to love yourself is the first thing that I was getting, is that there's a lot of you going around and trying to make other people happy, but you're not making yourself happy. So the energy that I'm seeing that goes with that is that you need to find what you're actually looking for. Stop bending your will for everybody else because it makes life easy. It's not making your life easy because you're the one that deals with it. And all of a sudden these pressures build up, so on and so forth. So start loving yourself. I do feel like love people around you. I do see interest in you. I don't know if this is a current boyfriend or a boyfriend, but the energy showing me here, there is someone that is in love with you, but they're giving you such this wishy-washy energy that you don't feel that it's going to work or it's not going to come together. So the thing is about this person that I'm seeing is that energy is not going to be, I just don't see that energy going in the direction that you would like it to go in, which is going to cause problems, which to me feels like don't waste your time on an idiot in tinfoil when you're looking for Prince Charming. Just because it's shiny doesn't make it steel, sweetheart. It doesn't. You can buy aluminum foil at your local Walmart, your Dollar General, Dollar Tree. You're not looking for that. You're looking for something that's real. I say for you to start loving yourself and start to explore, open yourself up to new opportunities, new people coming into your life, be a little bit more social, allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to grow. Don't allow yourself to be trapped in this. And then I got the bell. And you know what that means. That's the end of the reading. But honey, I hope that helped you. Love yourself. That's the one thing that we do. That's the one thing we forget to do when it comes to love is we forget to love ourselves. And we're so busy trying to find and make somebody else happy, we lose ourselves in trying to make it. We put so much work into making the other person happy, not giving the other person the chance to make you happy. And then they get comfortable in that. And then you're like, well, I'm always the one that does this. I'm the one that always does that, because that's how the relationship started. Don't do that to yourself. Love yourself. Allow the other person to give back. If you're not finding any give back, get out. That's just saying. Get out. Bye. Bye, Felicia. We ain't doing this. We ain't doing this. But definitely give yourself a chance for love. Guys, we are getting closer and closer to our speed read. So, guys, let's get ready for that. Get those yes, no questions ready. Maybe have them on the side, copy, paste. You know how that one works, guys. But we are going to answer some more questions. So who do we have next on the list for Cassidy?
Rebecca, hey girl. Rebecca, your comments here tonight are just giving me so much life. So thank you for your interactions. Rebecca says, hey, do you see my kids paying me back the money they owe me before I go on my trip to Germany in October? Okay, I'm going to lay some cards on that. But if you want to let me know, my dear, like, do you have multiple kids owing you money individually, or is it like a lump sum situation? I'll see what I can pick up, but it might look like, some will, some won't. But let's take a look. Will Rebecca's kids give her back the money that they owe to her before your trip to Germany? I'm excited about that trip for you, girl. There we go. Okay. All right. Well, okay. I've got a couple of cards down. The first one I have is that Emperor in reverse. Then we have the Four of Wands in reverse, and I have the Seven of Pentacles upright. So my string is ending with an upright coins card, which I do like the sounds of it. But these first two cards are kind of gating that from happening. The Emperor reverse and the Four of Wands, particularly this Four of Wands, they're having this nice conversation here on a picnic blanket. And that Emperor reverse is kind of saying to me, unless you enforce that, hey, I need this money by this amount of time, they'll be perhaps happy to just be lax about it. I don't know if they fully understand that they owe you that money back, or if part of them are feeling like it was in good faith, it was a gift, it was a pay me back when you can kind of a vibe. To me, it shows like it was at least being understood as a no, not a no strings attached exchange of money, but it didn't have a deadline for when it needed to be paid back. Barring that you have that conversation with them and you let them know, like, hey, I do in fact need that money by this amount of time. 7 of Pentacles, she says 2 kids, an Aquarius and a Pisces. Okay, well, I think my message will stay very much so the same. If you can put that deadline in place, the sooner the better, so they have the opportunity to save their resources and make that happen. I do feel like, yes, they will. But if you don't have that conversation, these cards are very clear to me. Like, if they don't think they have to pay it back, they'll use the breathing room they have, my dear. Thank you so much for your question, darling, and for, again, all these emojis and everything you're floating into the chat here. It's just making my night. Awesome. Oh, Journey's on mute.
Guys, make sure we tap that screen, send that love, and thank you for that love, because I would have kept talking like a dum-dum.
Oh, there's a little octopus again. That's so cute.
That is very cute. All right. So, guys, we are going to take our question, and then we're going to get to our speed read round. So, Squirrel is next for a question, and then we're going to go to our speed read round, which is our yes/no questions. So, guys, make sure we get ready to do that. Once we finish up with this next reading, we are going to go into a speed read round. So, who do we have next for Squirrel?
I got Sonor. Hi, Sonor. Asks, what are my gifts that are predominant and how can I hone them more? Ooh, I like that question. Predominant gifts and how can you hone them? That's a fantastic question. Gifts are one of my favorite things to read for. So, wow. Oh, okay. So really your main gifts seem to me to be related to getting people feeling less stifled, like helping people understand what direction they can move in and releasing their anxiety. So there's a strong sense of empathy there, like a very strong sense of empathy and a verbal ability, a calming, like I feel like you even can exude calmness just by your presence. So a very calming quality. I feel that could turn into healing. And you have a very good calming way of keeping people from blowing up around you, unless you're mad too, and that could instigate it. But you have an ambassadorial and healing quality to you that is quite beautiful. Now, how can you hone it? This is so weird to me, but study. And this is so cool. I've never seen this happen. I've got the Hierophant upright and I've got the Devil upright. So what this is telling me is to start with traditional learning, but then go with the non-traditional, the unusual learning methods that you need to learn. That was so cool, though.
Very
And there
cool
was
combo.
so much.
Wow.
Celtic, I
Amazing.
see that you said something about your question. Buddy, we don't have a question for you, so you might want to post it.
Oh, I
As I'm-
did. I had a question for him.
Did you?
I'm missing a lot of questions, actually.
Yes, I'm not seeing as many questions for some reason.
Yeah, I'm missing some questions. Sorry.
Guys, please go ahead and retype questions and do it.
I'm
right-
restarring right now because
All right.
yeah.
Well, you're going to have to hang on that restarring because they're going to have to re-ask because by the time we get through, because guys, it is, I posted before hers. Yeah, I don't see it on here, buddy. Squirrel's checking that out for us while we do that. Laura, we've got yours. I've seen yours, Laura.
Yeah. Yeah, but that was before we even started. I'm sorry. I don't know what that happened there. I apologize.
It's
Making
okay.
sure everything started. Because
Okay.
this is so interesting. Look, watching me look through the freaking
But
chat.
I have to stop you right now because, guys, it is time for speed read. Speed read
Oh,
for the next
yeah.
3 minutes. We are going to answer yes/no questions. So, guys, get ready for that. All right. So let's get her started, and we're going to go down the list. We're going to start off. We're going to start off with Cassidy since she's our lead tonight, and then go to Squirrel, and then myself. So, guys, let's get it started. We're going to start right now.
All right, let's give those yes/no questions. First one, Annie asks, will we travel this year? I have the snake, yes.
Okay. Do we have any more questions? All right, Casey. Well, I get engaged this year. Still shuffling real quick. And ooh, yes.
All right. Is my dog healthy? The answer is yes.
Kelly, will my guides make themselves more noticeable? The key, yes.
All right, Celtic. Will I get a house this year? No.
Am I going? Am I? Am I going to also get to Paris while in Europe? No.
Donna, will I get a house this year? No.
Sharon Lala, will my 82-year-old father keep his Dodge Charger? Yes. Yes.
All right. Kelly says, will I meet someone this year? Yes. And there was more to that, and I hate biting my tongue.
I know.
Carol, will I meet someone to spend my life with this year? Yes.
Do I have anyone?
I'm
Y'all
waiting
can
for the
ask
next
more than
question.
one question. This is the
Oh,
speed
yeah.
round. Keep
Speed
belting
round
them
as many as
out.
going.
Sharon Lala, will I get a job in February? No.
Will I find a boyfriend this year? Yes. Come on, guys. Keep those questions going as fast as you can. Fast as you can.
Rapid fire, those yes/no questions. We're here for
We
you.
got 1 minute left. Yes or no? Let's do it, guys.
Here they come. There they.
Jennifer says, will I buy Disneyland annual passes this year? Yes.
We know who we're hanging out with this year. Rebecca asks, will my daughter love her nursing job? Oh, yes.
Donna says, will I find someone and be happy this year? Yes.
Sharon Lala says, will I get a job in March? Undetermined.
Celtic Dragon says, will I see spirits and fully hear them? No. That's hard to bite the tongue on.
Will the car be running before college starts in the fall? Yes.
Celtic Dragon, am I an Arcturian starseed? Yes.
Jennifer P., will I get a new car this year? No.
Everybody's competing to work.
That is so hard. There was like, oh.
I know there was a couple questions in there. I was like,
Yeah. Like
so much to say.
So much more to say. That's frustrating, but it's
All
fun
right,
at
guys.
the same time.
We are going to do that again in another 30 minutes. So, guys, get ready for another speed round. Anna says, oh, this is fun. Yes, we like having fun here and having a lot of laughs and having a few cocktails on a Friday night here with multiple psychics to get a great understanding. But guys, do know that we are here 5 nights a week. Mondays, we've got myself, Journey Ryan, at 10 p.m. Eastern. On Tuesdays, we got Destiny K, Divine Love and Light, at 7 p.m. Eastern. Guys, remember, all these times are Eastern. And then on Wednesdays, we've got our new show, Happy Hour with Gigi, at 9 p.m. And then we've got Journey Ryan live at 10 p.m. and then at midnight in between. So this is the beginning of Thursday morning for the East Coast. The West Coast, it's still Wednesday. So we still consider it a Wednesday show because we haven't been to sleep yet because we're right here with Squirrel at midnight, guys. So make sure we're checking that out. And then Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Eastern, we're back with Destiny K, Divine Love and Light, and then Journey Ryan live, and then we've got Cassidy the Card Slinger at 11 p.m. Eastern. Guys, great shows. And then of course you've got our wonderful Friday shows. Make sure that we're tuning into that. All right, I had to blast through that real fast so we can get to our next person because we got lots of people coming in. Guys, make sure that we put down our questions again. That way we can restar them. That way we don't miss out on anybody's questions. I'm not quite sure what happened there, but you know what happens? I know what happens. Liquor.
I want to say something quickly about those yes nos, because I think we talked about it last week, but I don't think it's been brought up yet tonight. If you got a yes or a no, that is so subject to change, and it certainly can. That's where like a deeper reading can be really helpful, because if you said, will I buy a house this year, and it looks like a no, more information could change that to a yes. Or that could have even been the thing you need to be like, wow, I'm not on the right path. Those yes no readings are so powerful, and they can change based on what we do. So it was hard. All of us were like, with our information overload, but we're distilling it down to, and it's interesting. Some of those no's vary from like 100% no to like 51% no, which is very interesting on the scale of yes, no, where they're at. So anyway.
Well, it's about the actions that you take. Exactly. It's about actions that you take and their actions and how you respond to those actions, which can make a yes a no a yes. So absolutely, because things are not black and white. Trust me. There's so much more. So much more. That's why we're like, oh, God, I just have to say this part.
Or some of them are just so cut and dry and make me want to laugh that I want to show the cards so bad.
Yes, yes. All right. Who do we have next for myself, Journey? Oh, Celtic. All right. So what gifts do I mainly have, and what gifts will I gain this year? So Celtic, the thing is to start focusing on the ones that you currently have and start developing in them stronger. Because what this does is it opens the door for your other gifts to open up easier. That way you have a strong hold. Let's say you're a tarot reader. Get really strong and comfortable with the cards that you have, but then add a new deck and then work with another deck and then work with another deck and see how strong that ability happens. What happens is eventually you're going to get to a point where you don't need cards. You're going to get to a part where you start to hear what's going on. So when it comes to mediumship, I do feel like you're going to obtain it, but not quite the way you want it. I feel a lot of dreaming. So pay attention to your dreams. It's going to show you a lot of key points. You're going to see people in these dreams that aren't you, and they're not the people you know. So start paying attention. As today, I was talking with one of the producers of the show, and as we were communicating, all of a sudden I heard white noise come from the speaker, and the name Tyler has come out. And I'm looking for Tyler because they spoke that specific name, Tyler. There's good energy coming for Tyler. So with you, you will get to that point, but you really have to focus. I have already had those kinds of dreams. Right. So start writing them down. Start focusing on them. Start realizing where this information is going to, because that's going to help you grow as an individual. And it's like a muscle. You don't just get muscles. You don't become a beefcake doing nothing by eating cake. You become a beefcake. You start work your psychic muscles are going to get stronger. Thank you so much, Celtic, for your question. I appreciate it. All right, guys. So we have so many shows. We've got so much fun going on here, guys. Remember, we got another speed round coming up, so make sure we're thinking of those questions of how we can get those yes, no's. But remember, there's a lot more depth to those questions, and some of them were damn good questions. I'm like, why have you answered that before? And then Celtic says, thank you. So Yes, I'm so excited that everybody's here. Guys, make sure we're sharing out. Share as far as wide as we can. Guys, make sure you're clicking if you want to get a longer read, click the donation link. We'll be more than happy to give you guys a deeper read. If you do a 3-minute, you get to choose the psychics. So don't forget that. And also, when it comes to getting a deeper read, the 3Ms, the mini, the medium, and the mega are not timed readings. So make sure you guys know that, and make sure we're sharing out, giving those thumbs up, and checking out our content on YouTube. Let's get to the next person with Cassidy.
Laura. Hey, Laura. Laura says, will my move to Wisconsin be long-term or short-term? Okay, and I imagine you mean that like the duration of time that you'll be in Wisconsin. So let's take a look at that, those two options. Does it look like it will be a longer-term stay or a shorter-term stay? A longer-term stay, a shorter-term stay. Whoa. I have I have really powerful cards on both sides. This is quite interesting. For the longer term stay, I have the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles upright. So is this move related to a partner, an individual, a person that you're seeing? Because to me, this seems like it's got a relationship aspect to it. There's some solidity there. It could also be family. It doesn't have to be a romantic interest necessarily, but it feels like there are strong ties to the individual and or the business reasons for being in this particular place. Will it be a short-term stay? How that looks, I have the Devil and I have the High Priestess, both upright as well. Which, like, you see what I mean? Very powerful, big, interesting cards. So from this, I'm not getting a clear sense of which one of these options it's going to be. To me, it seems like you're going to get there, and I think you'll be either pleasantly surprised of the climate, not necessarily the weather, but the people, the environment that you find yourself in, who is around you. She says, no, it's financial, but with my daughter. Okay. Well, in that case, I feel like you're definitely not getting pushed out of staying there. The option of that being a shorter term stay, I feel like if it's too short, it's going to cause additional strain to try and move out with that Devil card. The High Priestess, I think she's going to help with that transition. I want to say it's looking to me more like a longer term stay than as short as you're expecting. That's really what I want to say. But, it's certainly up to you how you choose to navigate that. But I feel like you'll get comfortable there. Thank you so much for your question, Laura. I do very much so appreciate it.
Journey got cut off. And she says, thank you.
You're very welcome, my dear. Thank you for being here.
All right, guys. Make sure we're sharing far and wide. We're going to keep it going with Squirrel's next question. Who does Squirrel have?
Right. Whoops. Fighting with it. Philomena, hi. Love that name. Philomena asks, will Jay be home by June, please? Let's check it out. Will Jay be home by June? It's looking like some work still needs to be done. Things have not come together. You definitely want Jay back. You're having a difficult time not having him in your day-to-day life like that. It looks like there has been some, doesn't feel like full-on fighting, but definitely disagreements of how things should be done. You guys need to have a talk. He may need, or she may need, some help getting past some obstacles. I'm not seeing financial obstacles so much as mental obstacles, reasons. Really have a conversation with them of why it's a good idea for them to come home. And if you can sit down and have that conversation and say these hiccups that we've had in the past are not going to happen again, we'll start communicating. Lots of communication cards on this table. But I've got the King of Wands ultimately, that if this communication can happen, then yes, Jay can get home. But the longer this communication takes, and it's not going to be one conversation, there's a lot of fire here, and air. So it's got to be several conversations to make sure that you two are on the same page so that Jay can come home and stay there. Okay? And that's what I have for you, hun.
Woo woo. That's what she has for you.
Oh,
I'm watching and reading all the messages here, and people are having so much fun. So I love that you guys are having fun here.
Yes, thanks for all the emojis. This is awesome.
Exactly. Love the emojis. Let's see the wall of emojis, guys. Let's see it. See those emojis. Throw them at us. We want to see them. And
oh, you were about to say, I love what Sharon Lawson.
Oh,
that's awesome.
But Squirrel, cool. You were about to say something. What were you about to say?
Oh, I got a joke.
Oh, okay. Let's hear it.
How do witches buy their herbs?
I don't know. How?
They buy them in bulk.
Nice.
Can tell another one? Can tell another one?
Sure.
Okay, so it's not really a joke. It's a conversation I had with my friend.
Okay.
All my friends think I'm a witch. And she said, are you a white witch or a dark witch? And I was like, oh, neither. I'm bisexual, honey.
Look at all the emojis, guys. Look at all those emojis.
That's funny.
Oh, wait. Rebecca asks, did you know King Arthur didn't invent the round table?
No.
No. Who did? I hope that was a joke.
I know, I'm like, where's the answer?
Got us in the palm of her hand.
She's probably expecting me to go look it up now because she knows how I am.
Well, wait on it. Rebecca, you can't leave us hanging. We're hanging here. She's like, just wanted to mind screw y'all for a moment. You're welcome.
I do have another really bad joke.
Okay. Go with your bad self.
How come you can't hear a pterodactyl going to the bathroom?
Probably because they're all dead. I don't know.
Because the P is silent.
No way.
No, Becca says the answer's there. No, it's not.
We can't see it.
You didn't put the answer. We got the question.
You got the question. Like, wait. You see me shiver with Antissa.
Patient.
Y'all were supposed to say it.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. My bad.
No.
Didn't get the memo. Didn't get the memo. Sorry, my bad.
There. Okay, we're gonna have to come back to that. Put it, please, again, Rebecca. We'll come back to it, but you'll have to put the question in again too, because I'm not gonna remember the question that long.
All right, guys. Well, let's go ahead to our next person in line because we're getting ready for a speed round, guys. Get ready for that. Who do we have next?
There. No. Is this me? I think this is me, right?
No. All right.
Step away from the beer, Squirrel.
Yes.
Y'all are going to be cut off, I swear. All right. Favor asks, hi, Favor. Favor says, that's a beautiful name. Hi, will T come out of jail this month? Okay, we can definitely take a look at that. Sorry, my cat is trying to eat my bracelet while I am shuffling along here. He's normally not allowed in. Will T come out of jail this month? Let's see what the cards have to say in regards to that. All right, my dear. So looking at this situation, kind of what's led up to it, what we have in the past, I have the King of Cups in reverse. So, I mean, it's going to sound silly to say, you know, he's more than ready to come home. He's completely invested in what it takes to finish up the time that he has there, and he's looking very much so sight set on let's get out. Let's do what I need to do. I feel like he's being very cooperative in that sense of just really trying to stay out of trouble, you know, just stay the course, really. I feel like he's very dedicated to getting out himself. So when I see where it's at right now, I have this Knight of Wands in the upright. To me, it feels like there's definitely movement going on in this space, whether they're needing to push the paperwork through to get that actually to happen. It feels like someone has particularly gone to bat for him, and I don't know if that's you or if he has a lawyer or somebody who's actually keeping tabs of this thing, because I feel like the sense I get is there's a shuffling process where they're going to extend things out. They're just not really in much of a hurry to push this kind of thing through. The ultimate card I have here is the Sun in reverse. So to me, that's saying we're not quite there yet, especially if you're looking for that being reunited. We have these two individuals with the Sun kind of in this poster up outside the wall here. To me, in the reverse, I feel like we're just not quite there yet. I don't see this happening in February, but I do see movement in him getting out. So that might look like March or shortly thereafter. I'm not sure. I didn't look past February. She says, thanks so much. You're very welcome, my dear. And I wish you all the best. Good luck. Good luck to you.
Yes. All right, guys, it is time for a speed read. Everybody get those questions ready. We're going to get those yes/no questions. Let's start doing them. Let's do it. We're going to start here. I know. We've got it going on, guys. Let's start seeing them yes/no questions go up. The timer is starting now.
Type in as fast as you can. Mina, hi Mina. Will I find love in the next couple of months? Thank you. I am new. Mina, no.
Okay, I've got Annie. Annie said, I was wondering if my questions were deleted. If it did, it's totally fine. I'm having fun watching you. The answer is no, your questions were not deleted. I can see them. It's just we got a long list.
All right. Will my daughter get a boyfriend this year? No.
Couch Dragon says, will I find my first set of runes soon? Yes.
Should I continue my current project? Yes.
Sharon Lala, will my spirit guides make themselves known? Yes.
Mina, will I find love? Oh, I did this one already. Thank you. D, am I being told the truth? No.
Oh. Okay. Brooke, will I stay single forever? No. I can't show the card. No.
Will I get back with my ex-boyfriend of 10 years? No.
Will I start my business this year? For Annie, yes.
For Carol, will my daughter have a baby girl this year? Am I allowed to answer that?
Yes, you can.
Yes.
All right. It says, will I get promoted this year? Yes.
Celtic Dragon, is the Native American that I saw in my dream one of my guides? No.
Kelly S., will Rain find a girlfriend in college? No.
Will I have any interviews in February? Yes.
Hello, my peeps. Hey, Rick. Celtic Dragon, was the deck named after my username starts speaking to me much stronger soon? No.
Sharon Lala, is the ringing in my ears my spirit guides? Yes.
Kelly, will they resume work on my house soon? No.
Chelsea, will my finances improve soon? Undetermined.
Donna, will I have a baby this year? You guys, I really dislike. I'm sorry, I can't answer that. I dislike pregnancy questions for personal reasons. I'm sorry. Rick asks, will I make money this month? Yes.
Will I find love in the next couple of months? Thank you. I'm new here. What was your answer? I missed it. And I don't know what the other person says, but I'm getting no.
I think I also had no for that. Is my mom around me for Sharon Lala? Yes.
Dang.
Okay.
Like, blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, Journey. I can't answer pregnancy questions.
I understand. I
Mhm.
understand.
Nope, I'm the
I
same. I'm
understand.
not. I'm not
And I
touching
got
those
2 of
transition
them in a
points.
row. Yeah.
All
But I'll
right.
drink to that, everybody. Cheers to the speed read
Absolutely.
round.
Yes.
Oh, we still got questions coming in. Oh my gosh, that's so much fun.
That is so
Yes.
much
We'll
fun.
have another one here in just a little bit. But guys, I got something to tell you. A mega reading!
Yay!
All right. Good stuff. Good stuff. We have a mega read, guys. That means this is a non-timed read. This will also give you an idea of what a paid reading is. And here we go to start off with Cassidy.
Oh, this is so exciting. Not time. Not time. Down and over. Hey, down and over. Hey, beautiful psychics. My question is, the handsome guy I'm going to encounter, will it be all that I expected as far as surrendering myself to this dark night, or will I regret it? Will he cut it short? That's funny. Will he cut it? Are you saying short, but then you're missing the T, so that sentence is cut short? Is that a joke? All right, my dear, this is a great question. So let's take a look at this handsome fellow. I like that, the tall, dark, handsome stranger. That's like the canned line for fortune tellers, right? You'll meet someone tall, dark, and handsome in an alley. I don't know. Let's take a look for particularly for the lovely down and over, how we see this playing out with the connection between you and I'm gonna call him Mr. Handsome. All right. All right. I got a few decks here. I got love decks. I have sex decks. I've got everything on my table tonight. So I'm going to just sling everything I want to. But okay, to the first part of your question, is it going to be worth your time? I'm going to say 100% yes. Yes. Yes, I think it is. These cards are so fun. And I feel like one of the things that's coming up here is an attachment issue or an attachment space, because I'm looking at on how this will look kind of for you in a deeper sense. I have the eight of cups reversed and the lovers in reverse, and then where I see for him I have the 4 of coins and 5 of swords. So to me, this 4 of coins, it will often come across my table in relationship related context, when it's like, I found a good one, I want to hold on to this one, and like, ooh, look at this, something shiny, I want to put my hands all over it, darling. Like it's a very like touchy, I just really like this card. And I also have 2 cards, if I hadn't shown this before. I have the 10 of cups upright. She says, yes, will I notice the clocks? LOL. Will you notice the clocks? Is that a reference to something? Is that not supposed to have an L? Oh my goodness. Okay, but in terms of like how this looks, what I want to say is from an attachment issue is where I was sort of going, and not so much an issue, but I feel like he's definitely coming to this with a level of excitement, with a level of I want to show, and I want to learn, and I want to touch. To me, like this element of grasping, grabbing is like it's pretty hot on my table here. I'm going to lay out some cards from a couple other decks just because I can. But where I'm seeing that is again, sorry if I hadn't said that. She says, will I cut it for him? Wink, wink. He matters too. Yes. Yes, you will, darling. It's, that's that song. A whole new world. I show you places you never knew. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that's what I feel like you're bringing to this table as well. So yeah, I think you're going to be a very unique experience for him, my dear. And in a very good way, Let's put down a couple more cards here. I have just got the decks for this. Okay, this is very interesting. I feel like he's going to be what I want to say is like a rather generous lover. To be honest, it feels like he's got his sights set on making sure that you are taken care of and that you are having a good time. It will make him feel good to know that he is making you feel good, is really how I see this. There's also I don't know, I'm going to throw this out there. There's an aspect of like temperature related time. I don't know if I'm not going to go all the way into this, but I don't know if ice cubes are going to be involved or something to that effect. To me, it's honestly looking like a good time. I'm definitely getting a couple cards here that are showing, how do I want to say this? Like either toys or tools or things like where you're showing him something new. I feel like he's equally bringing something to the table where you're experiencing something new with him in particular. I would say don't underestimate. I feel like it's not going to be a level of his experience that is, when it's like if someone works as a banker for 10 years, they're a pretty good banker. It's like, but sometimes the person who is a banker for 1 year is like a pretty decent banker too. So what I want to say is like that it's not a amount of time related to performance, shall we say. I'm having such a good time with this reading. Let's play a couple of cards from this deck. Ooh. Okay. I like this. I got the King of Staves. This is from my The Lover's Path tarot. So I feel like I'm just gonna say, like, I feel like he's going to be equipped for the job, shall we say. And the Seven of Cups, to me, I feel like this is multiple encounters. It doesn't seem, and the Six of Arrows as well. I feel like his communication with you is going to be quite good, when you guys start chatting back and forth. And it feels like after I get the first one, you have this little face that's kind of coming in on this other face. It's like after I got a taste of one, I like, what else? What more? So I want to say, when you go into this encounter, don't run the gamut of everything you got all at once. I think it would be best to a multiple course meal style as opposed to a drive-through type situation. So I'll say that as well. What other deck do I want to use? Let's add this one over here.
We're going to make you a metaphors deck.
And she says, I'm just hoping I don't flood the boat. I feel like I'm with the sixes. I feel like the boat is still afloat, my dear. So it's, and look at this card. This is not even like a sexual related deck at all, but there's like this boat floating through water through this like small opening, and like it's beautiful.
It just reminded me of when the Little Mermaid was on the boat and they were all saying, kiss the girl. You just said a whole new world, so it added to what you were already saying. Back to your metaphors.
Come on and kiss the girl. It's a great song. Okay. Yeah. Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I feel like he all these cards on my table. I'm not going to show these. I'm not going to show these cards. I'm dying right now. I am not going to show these cards on the air. I don't feel that they are appropriate to do so necessarily. But again, I'm getting a very strong sense of him investing in your pleasure. I feel like if I'm going to use the words, like a very generous lover, someone who is, I really want. And it's not coming from places like I want to learn from you or I want to like, anything like that. Like he's really into it. And I wouldn't be surprised too if he's like in his way psyching himself up or preparing for this. It also seems a little bit romantic too. I wouldn't be surprised if he like, brings flowers, or he's a bit of a gentleman in that sense, not between the sheets necessarily, but like in the other encounters, I get quite a gentlemanly type energy from him. I feel like he's going to be definitely, to answer your question high level. She says, oh wow, my imagination is definitely going south. Girl, like it should. And then when you get there, just go farther south. I like what I'm seeing here. To answer your question high level, I do certainly think this is is worth your time. Again, I'm not necessarily seeing this as the love of your life type situation, but certainly a good use of your time, a great use of your time with all of this amazing ridiculousness. I hope that was helpful, and I'm going to pass you on over to Squirrel.
You are muted, sweetheart.
I knew that. I was testing you. No. I also noticed, and Blanca says, "Yay! Thank you, Cassidy." Also noticed the way you way you worded or spelled encounter, the encounter. That was kind of clever. Loving this question. Will it be worth your time to surrender to this dark night? Ooh. Uh-huh. Okay, so gotta tell you, first off the bat, I know you're going to be, this is telling me, I got the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, and this is, don't yo-yo yourself over this. Don't lean in and pull back and lean in and pull back. Commit or not. So, yeah, because you're kind of driving yourself a little bit crazy right now, trying to figure out if this is something you could do. When look at her. Look how amazingly beautiful. You got all that going on. You don't need to worry about anything, okay? So don't yo-yo yourself and beat yourself up. She said, "Yes, oh my God, yes, you're right." Yeah, look at her. And you're even more gorgeous than she is, and she's totally gorgeous. So I'm seeing that you two will actually see eye to eye, not just physically. This is like wands or passion. This is the Two of Wands, but this is an intellectual thing going on too. It's fire to water. They're exchanging ideas, and they're talking about things. So it's definitely going to be physical, but it's also going to be an extremely good intellectual relationship for you as well. I think he's going to raise the bar for you as far as talking to some of the people around you. She says, "I bought some lollipops to practice." I'm rusty. It's been a while. Honey, you're going to need some big lollipops, okay? Bigger lollipops.
Oh my God.
No dum-dums there, huh?
And popsicles won't work because no dum-dums. Popsicles won't work because they melt in your mouth faster than you want them to. Okay? But it's really time for you to do this. It's something you've been in stasis. You have been just stuck in place. And with the Hanged Man reverse, I love this Hanged Man. It's like he's dancing and he's reaching up and he's like, "I'm ready. Bring it on. You're flipping ready. So don't yo-yo yourself." This card, is it worth it? Oh, this is the 10 of coins. Now, he's different than the regular Rider Waite, but intellectually, physically, he is going to bring so much value into your world that it's going to be stunning. As I do feel like this has potential to be a longer term relationship. He's not going to cut it short at all. He's going to commit. This could be a long-term intellectual, physical, and it could grow into even more. There's a lot of growth there. And look at you, all contented with the little swan. We won't go with the Cancer sign because, yeah, he likes to give as good as he gets. But pure contentment. pure and absolute contentment in this Four of Cups. So surrender, girl, because this is surrender. Stop fighting it. Holy crap. She says, LOL, damn, wow. Oh my God, long, strong, all day long, right? I need to write
That's
that
her
down.
new
We're
poem.
going to make a new song, right?
That's her new poem. It's coming out next week.
That's amazing.
Absolutely surrender and stop yo-yoing over all of the logistics about it. Just let things happen naturally with him, and you'll find a lot of surprises that will be much to your benefits. And I'm going to pass you on to Journey.
All right. And we got an oh my God. I think we're just now catching on to what's going on here. So I love the whole fact of the whole new world thing. That's hilarious. He says, laugh out loud. Thank you, squirrel. Well, she put coral. Curl. Squirrel. Anyway, the thing about it is that this is something that you have to allow yourself. So you do have this defense against allowing certain things to happen in your life. So right now yes, I want it. I want it. I want it. Touch it. Shiny. It's new. It's scary. It's freaky. It's gonna get you freak on, and you're like, I can do this. This is really good for you health-wise, like mentally, you're taking this first big bold step. This is new. It's a whole experience. And I do have to agree. I do feel like it has the ability to go longer. Yes. You're screaming, no. Stop saying no. Stop putting up these boundaries that you've put up because you shut down. Allow yourself to open up and explore. This is your time. It's your time to shine. Stop worrying about things that they're not worrying about, but you are. Don't worry about what anybody else is going to say to you. He's really handsome. Likes me too. That does make me excited. It should make you excited. But I know it's been a minute, so you might want to wear a diaper. You might get too excited too quickly. But but the thing about it is that no, I feel like you're going to have fun, but just take down the boundaries. At the end of the day, don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Don't worry about what other people say, because guess what? Are they snoring in your face? Absolutely not. At the end of the day, they are not looking you in your face, snoring in your face. They are not your life. You are your life. Have fun with your life. That's what we're here for. We're not here to be like, we have to conform and do exactly the same exact thing as everybody else. If that were the case, I wouldn't be where I am today. Don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed. Don't allow yourself to worry about what other people are thinking. Don't do it. It's not worth it. She put, oh my God, tsunami. Laugh out loud, cute emojis, but allow yourself to be free. This is your time of freedom. This is your time for growth. This is your time for breaking the mold. It's time to leave the old behind to express. You've got family love. You've got family energy saying, literally, they're like, do it, literally do it. Like, do it and make yourself happy. Don't sit there and pretend like it's not. We all have our own fantasies. And in a way, this is kind of like one for you. She says, yes, it is time. Laugh out loud. Right. Cobweb's gone. The lawnmower's out. Hopefully you didn't have to break out the chainsaw. Some trees started growing down there. You know what I'm saying? Just make sure that you're prepared. Nobody wants to trip over old branches and cobwebs. If you got to do lawn maintenance before you go to have fun, you're not going to be having as much fun. So do it before you go. Get the manicure. Do what you're going to do to build yourself up. This is a time for you to spread your wings, fly, leave the old behind. Don't let anybody judge you. Don't talk about it with anybody else. Don't get everybody involved. It's pre-trimmed. Good. That means you don't have to, call backhoe and, like, you don't need all that yard equipment. Perfect. Good job for you. The thing is that this is a time for experiment. Be open. Allow yourself to have fun. Allow yourself. You remember when we were younger, we had no care in the world. We were just free to do what we wanted to do. That's the exact moment that's happening right now. Be free. Every grown-up needs a time to feel free. We forget as we become adults. We start thinking about jobs and money and all this stuff. Laugh out loud. Oh my God, I love this reading. I'm feeling so much better about this. Good. Do it. Do it. Have fun. You're allowed. There's nothing wrong with that. That goes for everybody. Don't forget to give yourself a little bit of that freedom as you had as a child. Even if that's like going to the ice cream shop and saying, you know what? I want to try every single flavor. Load them up. Little cups. I'll buy them all. I don't care. I just want to do it. I want to do something free. I want to do something fun. Play video games. She says, we all need a personal psychic. Laugh out. Yes, I totally agree with that answer or that question. I don't know if it was question, answer, or statement. There we go. Statement. That's better. It's a statement. But the thing is that we all need that one person that's going to be there for us and to help us spiritually, mentally, emotionally, someone that's going to be there for us. I say have one or two psychics of your choice that you really like, that you can count on, that you could tell all your secrets to, instead of telling somebody in your, let's say, your group of friends that day they get pissed off at you. Now what? Everything that you've had as a secret is out into the world. So yes, for you, this is your time for life. This is your time to shine. Your life was put into seriousness at a very young age. You got the chance now to live like a kid again for just this time. Don't F it up, because that doesn't always come back around. This is your time. I mean, like I tell most people, write it like you stole it until your friends catch you on it. But just keep doing what you're doing, because you're in a good place. I see you healthy. This is a great relationship for you. Allow yourself to move forward. Be free. Don't allow yourself to get trapped in your head, because I see you trapping yourself in your head. Don't do that. Stop overthinking. Build up your energy. Be free. Move forward. It's great. You're going to love this. We love you. Thank you so much for your donation. We appreciate it. And guys, that is what a donated reading looks like. That was a mega read. So there was a lot going on there. And I really, really, really hope we take down those walls so she can have that good time.
I had a thought. Don't get too surprised.
Sorry, I had to hang on. What happened?
So that cancer sign on that card, you know the cancer sign.
Mm-hmm.
She's practicing with lollipops and he's practicing with lifesavers.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Go, Blanca.
He's in trouble. Come back, have no fingernails, it'll all be nuts. Don't climb the wall. She says, thank you, Journey. Yay. It's climbing the wall over there. Absolutely. Hi, everybody that's new. Guys, just post your question. We'll be more than happy to put it on there. We're about to go into a speed round here in about 10 minutes. So, guys, get those yes, no's ready, because we're going to be doing those here in just a moment. But we are going to take our next reading. I don't know where we left off in the roundup, so we're just going to start back with Cassidy. So, Cassidy, here we go.
Awesome. This is for Miss Sophia. Hi, Miss Sophia. She asks, hello, good morning. I'm not releasing emotional attachments to those that don't serve me anymore, but I find myself been I find myself being a detective. Wasted energy. How can I move forward from this? Oh, that's a great question. I like that question a lot. So how you're not releasing energy that doesn't serve you anymore, but you find yourself being a detective. All right. How can you move forward from this energy and from this? Let's take a look. That's such a good question. Okay, my dear. I like this a lot. Okay, the first thing that I'm kind of seeing here is the need for a redirect, and the need for, man, when you're saying it's wasted energy, I don't want to say it's wasted, but I want to say it's really in the wrong place. It's misdirected energy, essentially. So I feel like you're still, even in your detective work, what that is you're feeding into something that's cycling back to you as something that's interesting. Like, oh, I want to know this about this person, or I fall into this hole about information that I really don't need. I feel like, okay, a couple of things need to happen. And one of them being to genuinely just fill that space with something else, like have something else to do. You need to really sink your teeth into a different hobby. To me, I feel like combating this with a level of busyness or having something else available to redirect your energy to available, I think would be very, very helpful. So whatever your, shall we say, hobby of choice is, if you want to read a book, if you want, whatever it is, make it incredibly accessible to you. Because if you're sitting there on your phone or on your computer scrolling mindlessly, that's not good. I feel like with this devil reversed here too, if you could even put on have a pop-up blocker or something that limits the amount of time you're on a particular app during the day, just anything that you... Oh, I'm going forever on this question, but I will say that, and I hope that was helpful, my dear. Thank you very, very much for that excellent question.
I love her. Oh. Like, there's so much more.
That one goes really deep, and that one is something I personally know a whole lot about and have had to work through not too far in the distant past. Right. And the different techniques that you can see to change your behavior, to change your habits, even questioning. Like for anybody out there, if you find yourself so that I'm actively scrolling, wasting my time, this isn't what I'm doing, associate it with something terrible in your head, like be like, oh, this is waste. Like say to yourself, I'm wasting my time right now. I'm wasting my time right now. And at least for me, I will find like, whoa, okay, what else do I want to do? Do I want to create something? I have this book laying beside me. I just make it very easy to, make it easy on ourselves to spend our times doing the things that we want to do, investing in learning or sharing or creating or whatever it is. So if you are someone who, finds yourself getting sucked into these holes, like, man, we got to work to master our own minds. It's going to take us away to places we don't want to go.
Absolutely.
That's what I'll say about
damn
that.
Rabbits and them damn rabbit holes.
Damn rabbits and damn holes. Absolutely.
Sure, Lala just asked for King Arthur's Round Table. I got
it. Was posted at some point. She posted it. Oh, there it is. Hello, mighty sound buzzer person. Can you post my finished joke? Laugh out loud. Did you know that King Arthur didn't invent the round table? It was his circumference. This night of circumference.
I love that joke.
Oh, that's so good. That's so good. Oh,
man. All right, guys. We just got a few minutes before we start getting ready for the yes no's. So there's 3 minutes of yes no's, guys. So make sure that we're getting ready for that. And let's go ahead and take the next person for Squirrel. Squirrel, what do we got for you?
What have we got for me? Mary. Hi, Mary. Will I have a new love? So let's put that in a time frame. Let's put it soon, like soon. Let's find out, because life is long unless you're having fun, and then it's really flipping short. So let's put it in a soon frame. Will Mary have a new love? Not anytime soon, like not within the next 3 to 6 months. And that's because you're still grieving something. You had something really beautiful in your life, whether it was your parents' relationship or a relationship that you've lost recently. It feels like it was not very recently, though. It feels like it was when you were younger, something that you thought was going to last forever, or what you based your foreverness on. And I feel like you're afraid to put yourself out there because you feel like it's unattainable, like it's too perfect, that can't be reality. Allow yourself to accept it as a reality. If you've seen it, if you've had it in the past, if you see it with other friends, know that that can be a reality for you. Because right now you're not putting your full self into it. You've had opportunities that have been lost because you haven't put your full self into it. So accept that this can be real, and accept that it can be real for you. Last thing, accept that you're worth it. Okay?
Beautiful, beautiful message.
Ah.
Journey.
We always have to recognize that we're worth something. We forget that in our path. Is that you think, well, am I worth it? Yes, you're worth it. You're definitely worth it. Always remember that. Self-love is the most important love.
And it could really be that feeling of who she was and who she is now, because we all change. We all change, and sometimes we don't like who we are now because we can't be who we were when we were younger.
Mm-hmm.
That's partly age and partly experience. So I don't know. I think the more aged and experienced you are, the more you have to offer.
Exactly. Okay, guys, I'll be next right after this speed round. So I want everybody to get their yes, no questions ready. All right. So let's get those yes, no questions ready. Start posting. Post now. Now.
Post those.
All
Yes,
right.
no.
Here we go.
All right, let's get this started. Kelsey would love no. Okay.
We're going.
Here we go. Is my dad around me for Annie? Yes.
All right. Rebecca, will I go to Switzerland while in Europe? Yes.
All right. Kelly says, "Is my granddaughter loving college in Vermont?" Absolutely.
Kelsey, will I find my career? Yes.
Herbie, will I meet love soon? No.
Is there an energy vampire near me in the home? Yes.
Ooh.
D asks, is it my friend who is lying to me? No.
Marie asks, will I meet Mr. Right soon? Yes.
All right. Says, do you see my fiance getting better? Do you see my finances getting better at my current job? Yes.
Enlightened Division, will the new owners buying a property that I rent be keeping me as a tenant? Yes.
Sharon Lala, will I get my sleep schedule on track soon? Yes.
Is Sheldon still with me? Yes.
Pascal, would it be a good time for me to move on with my career situation, accept the offer? Will it be a good time for you to move on with your career situation? No.
All right. Kirby, is my son safe and happy where he is? Yes.
Will it be someone from my past or someone new I will meet? It's not a yes, no, sweetheart, but I'll go to the next one. Make it a yes, no right now. Will my boyfriend propose? Yes.
Laura, am I going to get a job? Yes.
All right. Sharon, will I like my new job? Yes.
Rebecca, is there dark energy in my home? No.
Dee, will I find a job soon? Yes.
Kirby, do I need to move from where I'm living? No.
Celtic says, should I stay in Florida? No.
Kelsey, is my dog who passed with us? Yes.
All right. Speed round. Gotta love it, guys. Gotta love it. Oh, so much. So many things happening so quickly. All right, guys. If you have a more in-depth question you'd like to ask, please post that question now that we are out of the speed round. So we're going to go ahead and keep this going. All right. And then my headset is talking in my ear.
Oh, no.
I don't know why it's doing that. Rebecca says, "Oh, I love these." I know we should. All right, yes or no in the chat here. Should we do one show with nothing but yes or no's? I want to see your guys' answers. If it's a yes, yes, no. They don't want a whole show of those.
See,
They like.
it would feel so robotic after a while, I think.
I know.
Especially when, like, Sharon Lala's card, I wanted to show that card so bad. Oh my God, it had me laughing. It was like,
for instance, I can't think of enough questions. Right. But it's fun. It gives you guys a lot of energy, and we are going to start mixing that in a little bit. So just allow everybody to let you guys know we are doing it on Friday. This is definitely our test day where we test things out to see where things are and where they're working. But guys, if you like something a little bit more depth, guys, go ahead and go to the donation link. We're about to post that here in just a moment, and we'll let everybody know that we go into a deeper read. 3-minute readings. You guys pick and choose who you would like to read for you. And guys, we're trying to get to as many people as possible, so please bear with us as we go through it. But let's see some love. Let's hit them screens. Let's tap them screens. Thumbs up. Subscribe. And, let's keep it rolling, guys. Let's keep it rolling. All right. So I was next on the list. So who do I have now? Who is up? All right. Chelsea, will I be successful in writing? So the thing about your writing is that you keep changing your way of writing. You're getting ideas, but then you're like, oh, well, this idea is better. The original idea wasn't bad, but what you need to do is jot that down and then start a new project and work on multiple projects at the same time. This way, if you feel like you're getting bored with that first project, allow yourself to work on another one. And that way you don't get bored. This is why Journey's got 1,000 irons in the fire. She says, oh my Lord, yes, I do. Yes, stop beating yourself down, because a lot of the stuff, and you know what's funny is that some of the stuff that you wrote first may not be the stuff you need to publish right away, because it needs to go further out. So there's a reason why you stopped working on it and you moved on to the next one, and then you go back out and then you rewrite this one, or you add a story. Oh, I got a new idea. Oh, this is a great article. Oh, there's this, there's that. Chelsea, go to life9magazine.com. Start writing. They're looking for writers. It's free to send articles in, and you might just be lucky enough to get posted in that month's article. So check it out. Go to life9, the number 9, magazine.com and check it out. And we'll get that in the comments for you. But definitely start exploring your writing a lot more. Stop cutting yourself down. Stop cutting yourself short, because you know what, honey? You're your worst critic. Nobody else is doing that to you. Just you. Stop doing it. It's not good for you. It's not healthy. She goes, oh, wow. Oh, thank you. I'm going to check it out. Absolutely. But I definitely feel that it will work out for you, sweetheart. Love, love, love that for you. Woo! Wait. No wonder Squirrel hangs out with Journey. Look at that tree.
Let me show you what she's talking about.
Oh, cute.
That's great. Where's the octopus? Can't leave out the octopus, Kelly.
Rebecca had sent one before. It was of the octopus, the squirrel, and the tree. And then she said something like, I didn't know which tree Journey was, so I gave him the most glamorous one.
There it is.
Yay!
The Christmas
The Christmas tree, that's beautiful.
Kelsey, yes, if you donate for a mediumship, we do contact with spirit. Absolutely. Just let us know who we're going to be communicating with and what you would like to know. All right. So let's keep it going. And our next person in line is Cassidy. Who do we got?
All right, Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer. Happy Fabulous Friday. Yes, Leo. Love Leo. Can you please tell me if you can see what my new house I'm going to buy will look like? Single story or 2-story, etc. Okay, interesting challenge, my dear. Let's take a look at this. Let's see what the cards have to say for what the new house that you're going to buy is going to look like. For Jennifer's new house. Let's take a look. There we go. Okay. A couple things are coming to me. The first one. Okay, so I would say that when you first come upon, there we go. When you first come upon the home, I feel like the yard is going to have a very distinct impression on you. The first card I have here is the Empress in reverse. And this particular Empress, she's got flowers and wheat and beautiful things. And it also seems like there's a set amount of property. I feel like it's, you're not right. Like it's not a townhouse situation, or it's not initially totally squished somewhere else. You're going to have a little bit of breathing room. So I feel like the yard is going to have, I would say, some kind of wildflower situation. And there's a bit of room outside, not like a super small yard, but there's a bit of property to it. And I have a couple of cards that are saying that. I feel like, okay, another interesting quality about it is larger front windows. The card I have here, this is the 7 of Cups, and we've literally got a young person looking at the window here. And I feel like the natural light that comes into the home is going to be also something that's worthy and of note to you. And I don't know if you work from home or if a home office space is something that's quite important to you. I have the Justice card in reverse. So to me, if the home office space isn't so much of a thing, although I do feel like there is a ground floor office space. You also asked for 1 or 2 stories. I do think it probably is 2 stories, to be honest with you. Thank you so much for your question, darling, and good luck with your house search. That's really exciting. Oh, buying a new home that's a big old decision. So I'm excited for you.
I love looking at homes. That is one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
It's exciting. Definitely. Oh, this is awesome. Good question. Thank you so much.
Kelly, when they were talking about, I think I put my question in, but it was after the speed round, but I was too busy laughing my head off.
I get that, girl. I understand.
All right. Good stuff. My mind just went, hello. You're still working.
Rebecca says we should all get drunk and go house shopping.
Ooh, that would be fun.
Wine tasting and cheese and going in people's houses going, I don't like that.
Amazing.
Like some of the houses, we used to go to some of the houses that we were young, where I was like 17, and my friends and I would go to these big mansions that would be having open houses, and we were like, oh, I don't like that pool. Like, you're 17, you don't have a job. Like, You can't even afford a pack of gum. What are you talking about? You don't like the pool. You'd be lucky to even be walking through this house. But it was so much fun, and it inspired us to go greatly to bigger things that we wanted, things that we knew that we had to work on to get there. And
Yeah.
Sharon put the wine and cheese already on there. Yep, that's right, girl.
Nice.
And then Kate says, get a house in Hawaii. You know, Kate, I was looking in Hawaii. I'm originally from Key West, Florida, so I'm used to island life. And I wanted to have seasons so badly, but it wasn't until recent that I started thinking about island life again, because I remember how great it was such a great experience. And I missed the ocean. I used to be able to go swimming in the ocean at 4:00 in the morning and just relax. And I would go home and I'd start, the exercise I would get. The island's 5 miles wide. And, it was just, you could walk everywhere. It was great.
Isn't
It
it
looks like you were
almost
going to
like
see.
a different timeline on the islands? Like
It's a
there's no
different world.
rush?
No rush. Everything is just, it's a slower pace of life.
Yeah.
It's
You always get those
amazing. It's
bumper
beautiful.
stickers. It's like, relax, this ain't the mainland.
Exactly. And I was there. I was born in a time where, the United States and Key West were saying, no, it's the Conch Republic. So I don't think they knew what was going on. And so I got 2 birth certificates for that.
Oh,
Very cool.
dual citizenship. Yay.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. And in a country that no longer exists, but it's still there in my heart, and I will always be an island boy. That's just who I am. But I do love the mountains. I do love this, all the weather changes, the snow. It's absolutely amazing. All right.
Oops.
Oh. We got whoops.
I'm not drinking any more beer. That's like 3 sips, I'm done.
Welcome to Friday night at My Psychic Connection. Guys, we're having such a great time. We're going to do another speed round coming up here soon. So, guys, get ready for that. And let's go ahead and see who we've got next. All right, we got a mini with Amy. Woo woo!
Awesome.
All right, let's start this off with Cassidy.
Hi, Amy. Thank you so much for your donation, supporting the show. Oh, so exciting. Thank you. Awesome. Amy says, will Derek realize he don't want to lose me and open us up to a relationship? Realize he doesn't want to lose you and open us up to a relationship. Amy, my dear, can you confirm with me the current state of your connection with Derek? Are you guys currently in a relationship? Are you separated? You can give me a little bit of information of what is going on between the two of you currently. I'm definitely happy to look into where his mind and heart is at surrounding your connection. Get this nice and shuffled in here. See what's going on with Derek. Hello. Hey, darling. Let's see how Derek feels about this situation. I'm going to lay a larger spread for this. She says, we have always been just seeing each other, but I walked away till he figures out what he wants. I understand that. That's very, very much so fair enough, my dear. All right. So I want to take a look at what's going on with him, how he's feeling about you right now, and how you're currently affecting him. So the first card I have down, this is the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. And to me, where you're asking if he's like how he's feeling in terms of loss, that Ace of Pentacles does feel like he feels that you've slipped through his fingers. I definitely see a level of regret there, but I don't at the moment see that regret distilling into any action such that he's going to admit it to you or let you know exactly how he's feeling. He's kind of just dealing with that loss of you having walked away. I don't think he was expecting that from you. With how the connection is affecting him right now, I have the Hangman in reverse. So to me, it's kind of doubling down on that, much like you've already said, until he figures out what he wants. I feel like it's not even necessarily just towards you. It's in general. If that's helpful, it has nothing to do necessarily, well, it may, but you know what, I'm not exactly seeing here that the problem is within the connection between the two of you. It's not like there's somebody else, or hasn't made up his mind what he wants with you. It's like he has not made his mind up what he wants in love, is really what I'm seeing here with this Hangman reverse. And he's just kind of taken a step back to work his way through this loss. But where I'm saying I don't see it manifesting into, she said, it's in him. Yeah. Where I say I don't see it at the moment manifesting into him reaching out or actually sharing any of those feelings. He seems very closed off, very, like, that's where I also said too, I don't think he was expecting you to have walked away the way you did. It kind of seems like, whoa, okay. And now I feel stunned. To be honest, I feel like that's a really good word to sort of describe this. And with what's at the root of this here, I actually have the Magician card in reverse. So to me, this seems like more of a systemic pattern within his life. He might be, hang on before I say this. Okay, no, correction. I don't feel like this is necessary. Where I say it's a systemic thing in his life, I will say that in relation to matters of the heart. So this can be in friendships, in relationships, in anything that he actually cares about. I feel like he has a very hard time making any level of commitment to what it is that he's interested in pursuing, anything like that. I just wanted to check there. You said he's always taking me for granted, that he could hurt me and I'd always be there. Yeah, exactly. I mean, and that really makes sense too. I'm very sorry to hear that. That's absolutely unacceptable, and nobody should ever be treated that way. Like, that's unacceptable, straight up. But I'm just trying to really get inside his head and try and understand where this is really coming from. And with this Magician card and the Three of Swords in reverse, it feels like when it comes to matters of the heart, I try and lock that away and not deal with it. I don't reflect within myself how I'm feeling. I try and brush stuff under the rug, and I feel like that's where this stunned sort of energy is, where he's feeling at the moment. Looking into the past of your connection, I have this Page of Pentacles upright, and I see that in relation to this. She says, so I walked away to prove it. Yeah, and I have the Queen of Pentacles here in reverse to also complement this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, doubling down for me the sense that he feels that he lost you. His expectation, I have the Four of Coins in reverse. He thinks you're gone. So when you said you walked away to prove it, he is under the impression that you're not coming back. His expectation is that he has lost you. And that's why I feel like he's sitting here with a bit of an, oh shit, kind of a moment. Looking at the past, though, with this Page of Pentacles upright, he's given you enough to string you along long enough, such that to the point where you've actually walked away. I don't want to say you held on too long. She said, I'm not unless he changes. Yeah, I mean, good. I completely agree with that 100%. Do I see that happening in the short term? I'm so sorry to say I don't. Where I'm looking at where he is heading, I have this Two of Wands in reverse. And that's, again, a card of like, I don't know what I want. I don't know what my future is going to hold. And that's what I'm looking at as a card in the future. What I'm looking at here is a where he's at now, where he's going type of a spread here. And it just seems like he's just really not willing to commit. He actually seems to have a fear of the things that get too close to him. Something else I want to say, like where I was seeing here with that matters of the heart, he's kind of a little bit wishy-washy. I want to let you know that you got closer to him than he is letting on to you. He does care that he's lost you. The fact that he's not reaching out and that he's kind of shrinking himself away, I just want you to know that it's not because you don't matter to him. It's because he doesn't like dealing with this side and this part of himself. But he to me, it feels like he feels that he's lost you, and he's not willing to come to terms with what that actually looks like for him in his life. And I'm very sorry that you're in this situation and you're dealing with someone like this, because that's no way to act. Like, I want to smack this person. I'm going to go ahead and leave that there, my dear, but thank you very much for your question. I'm going to go ahead and pass you over to Squirrel, and I hope that that was helpful.
You're muted, sweetheart. I know you're testing us.
Arg.
You're
Okay.
testing us. We got it.
Yep. So, hi, Amy. Oh, I blocked him. He has to physically come find me. Good. Because what I'm seeing here, you really, really care about him a great deal. You could imagine having a family with him. And there is definitely a physical passion between the two. But there's a song I want you to listen to. I need you to find it. It's by Rod Stewart. My Heart Can't Tell You No. And another one by Dan Seals. This is the important one. The Rod Stewart one wasn't even in my head. It just jumped in without my permission. But apparently you need to hear that. But the one I was trying to say, she said, yes, ma'am, is Dan Seals, Addicted to a Real Bad Thing. I want you to listen to it and hear the words. Listen to the words. Because that's what I feel is going on here. It's like that. Back and forth, back and forth. He loves me not. And the damn daisies aren't telling you nothing, when you pull their heads off. It's like he pisses you off so bad, and then he makes you promises, and for a couple of days he's just this wonderful person, and then he slides back into really hurting your feelings so badly, and making you doubt yourself, and making you feel very, very dismissed. That is not good for you, honey. And he does realize that, wow, he lost a good thing. He had it good. And now he's going to have to struggle, because I think he did a lot for him. Amy says, yep, truly and deeply hurting me. I can feel that. And this card upright is moving on to better waters. He definitely realized that he's lost probably the best daggone thing that ever happened to him, but he's too chicken shit to come back to it, because that means he'd have to commit. And he is a player. And honestly, he's never going to see eye to eye with you as far as that commitment. This card upright is beautiful. It's solid. It's set in stone. But he's not there yet. He may never get there. There's a level of immaturity to him, and I'm so sorry. You were able to see glimpses of the man he could become if he chose to, but they were just glimpses of a possibility. That was never who he was. So what you're wanting to come back to you is that fully formed, beautiful man who could honor you and treat you well. He's not it. I don't see him coming back. But do you really, really want him coming back? I've got the Justice card for you. This is not the first relationship that you've had that has been slap torture for you, honey. You deserve better. This is your opportunity to go out and get the type of man you deserve, and to be very, very observant and not commit yourself until you know the difference between the reality of a man and the glimpses of his possibilities. But you are going to find someone who treats you golden, because let me tell you, I know you treated him golden, and he did not return it. And that's what you deserve. So take your time. Let him go if you can, because he's only, if he did come back, I don't see it happening. But if he did, it would be more promises that he would break. So I am so sorry to tell you that, but you definitely deserve better. And this is your opportunity to find somebody who will treat you like the queen you are. And I'm going to pass you on to Journey. I love you, Amy.
So, Amy, I know you blocked him where he can't communicate with you, but here's the thing about him. He loves hard. And I see that. When he loves hard. And Amy also said, thank you to Squirrel. But Amy, he loves hard. That was his problem. This is why this is why you see the man you see today, because he loves so hard. First love hurt him. Walls went up. Second wall went up when he couldn't trust friends. So when he trusts you, he trusts you. It's full-heartedly. It's deeply. This is why he creates a barrier. This is why he keeps everybody at arm's length. Unless you got over that barrier, you're not going to be able to connect with him. And in all honesty, I have to agree with the girls. This is definitely a guy who is self-serving right now because of those walls. He stays within them boundaries. No one's getting in my fortress. I live here. Screw everybody else. I'll treat you how I want to. And he's been able to get away with that forever. He just don't love me, apparently. That's not it. You walked into this relationship with a certain way, and he got comfortable in that way, where you were the one doing everything and he was doing very little. So because he was allowed to get away with it for so long, he got comfortable in that. You got tired of it being just you putting forth all the energy. So you took the right step for you and you stepped back. You stepped back. It's not that he doesn't love you. He doesn't love himself either, because he's keeping everybody at arm's length. That's his friends, that's his mother, that's his father, that's his cousins. He's keeping everyone away, because if he loves for real, he will not forgive himself for getting hurt again. So rather than getting hurt, he hurts other people. This is the signs of a narcissist. They do that. They live in their own bubbles. They don't care who they hurt. But if you want, she says, so there is no hope for us. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that, because even though we're telling you to open the door to someone else, psychically, I see you working on this guy. So if this is the relationship that you truly 100% want, you got a lot of work ahead of you. And first of all, blocking him is not going to make him show up. He is going to hurt you, because he's not going to show up. That's going to depress you. I see your energy towards him. I see your love to him. That's why I see you trying to run back to him. But open that door to allowing yourself to meet somebody else. But if this is the direction, because I can't make the choice for you, the girls can't make the choice for you, they can warn you. If you want this relationship, it's going to come with you think you've been through pain with him already. It's going to continue. And you walking away from him, he's got that. He put more bricks to that wall. So it's going to be like you sitting there beating on that wall, trying to get in. It's not healthy for you. And I see you trying, because he's not coming. I want you to open the door. I want you to respect yourself. I can't make you do it. But I can warn you that if you go back that direction, there's a lot more pain coming. You're going to find yourself in a very dark place. And who's getting hurt here? You are. Nobody wants to see you hurt, Amy. Nobody wants to see you hurt. Says, I told him if he left, I was walking away, and he left, so I walked away. But you both left. And I think you guys need to leave it. Leave it be. That ship sailed, sank. Unless you're going to get in a submarine to try to bring it back. Remember, the depths of that are going to be terrible. So just make sure that you're paying attention to yourself and opening the door for other people. but don't judge the other people based off of his behaviors. Know what you know, live for what you've learned. But Amy, I want you to love yourself. I want you to love yourself. That is the strongest love. And guys, this is something, Amy, I'm going to light a candle for you. And I want you to absorb this energy from this candle that I light for you. She says, yes, sir. I want you to absorb this. I want you to feel that you are worthy and that you are open for real love. She says, thank you. Real love is waiting for you. You fell in love with somebody that he built. You fell in love with the good parts, and those good parts created a good person in your head. That's who you're in love with. The person in front of you is not him. But the person you've built inside your head is out there. But if you don't act to do something, you will miss that opportunity and you'll be stuck in a dungeon. You don't want to be stuck in a dungeon of sorrow. Your heart will be broke, and our hearts would be broke. We're here for you no matter what, Amy. I've seen you here with us. You call on the website. We love you for that. And I hope that this helps, but he will hurt you deeply. He has hurt me beyond words. I stood by him for over a year, and he just started taking things away and isolating me. Right. He took you from your friends. He took you from your family. He took you from everything that makes you happy. Because the only thing he wanted you to depend on was him. He got your 100% attention. Narcissist. He is a narcissist. That is all he wants. He wants a slave. Are you a slave to love, or are you a lover to love? I would rather be a lover to love than a slave to love. He made me start hating life. Right. Who the hell wants to be with somebody that's like, you know what? Everything sucks. You don't want that. Your life is so much better than that, Amy. And you're here with us, and we will look for good relationships coming your way. But right now, the relationship you need to work on is the one with yourself. Heal you. Because once you heal you, you'll be able to find what you're looking for. That's what's a lot of people don't realize, is that if we don't love ourselves, if we're beating ourselves down all the time, we're not going to find what we're looking for. But I know he has been hurt, and I hope he would change. He's not going to change anytime soon. That's why I said, I saw you trying to make that happen. I'm trying to keep you from making that step. I can't stop you, but I can warn you. She says, thank you. You're welcome, sweetheart. Just breathe. Love you. Do something nice for yourself. Go get, maybe there's a thing of lipstick that you like, or a great perfume, or a new outfit, or, you know what? I wanted to try this restaurant, but I haven't been there. Invite a friend. Go reconnect with the people he pushed you away from. That will help you. And I really do feel that you're going to find that love. And I do know that even though we've warned you, you are still going to have that part of your heart that says try. Don't. Remember that. Work on you. Move forward. He is a narcissist. Google it. You'll see all the signs. Everything he is will be under narcissist. I don't know if I can. I've been gone for a while because of him. You can reconnect with your friends. Take the first step and invite one of your friends to lunch. Your closest, dearest friend. Invite them to lunch. They will understand. Trust me, if they're your real friends, they'll be there for you. No matter what. That's what real friends do. Okay? And you always have us here at My Psychic Connection. We will always help you. Guys, we are here to help you. We cannot make your decisions for you, but we can help you. But even if you decide to take the wrong action, what if you go, well, I'm going to try it anyways? Well, then we'll be here to help pick up pieces.
Mhm.
She says, okay, thank you all. You are welcome, sweetheart. And we have a couple cards here that we haven't picked, but the first one is for Blanca. She got the 9 of Earth. Enjoy life's luxuries, spending a little quiet time. I don't know how quiet it'll be, but you know.
I was gonna say, does that mean she's not allowed to make noises? That's no fun.
She might scream in a pillow.
I like that.
She might scream in a pillow. Hopefully it's memory foam. It absorbs sound a little bit better than the other pillow.
Oh no.
Hand to Blanca if you're out there listening. Memory foam pillow.
Oh.
All right. So for Amy F, we got the Justice card. Oh my gosh, how does this fit? It fits so right into this. It says making fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right and stand up for your beliefs.
And I had my Justice card for her. That was Justice.
How fitting.
Yes.
How fitting. Amazing. Amazing. But guys, this wouldn't be my psychic connection. Who do we got next? We got a 5-minute reading.
Hey.
That's so exciting.
From Kirby. All right, so what we're going to do with the 5-minute reading, each one of us is going to get about 1 minute and 45 seconds to communicate your question to you. So we're going to leave the question on the screen, and we're going to start with Cassidy. We'll end it up with Journey. So let's get started.
Awesome. Hey, Kirby, thank you for your donation. Kirby asks, do you see good things for me this year in 2023? And if so, will there be love? All right, my dear, I'm going to tackle the first part of that question for my 1 minute and 45 seconds. What do we see coming up for you? Wow. Kirby, my dear. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I feel like you're asking this because it's coming out of a place of I'm sick of what I've had and what has been gone on in the past for me. But this 9 of Swords upright showing me that you're coming out of a time, stress, anxiety, just a lot going on. This can even allude to things like sleepless nights or things like that. And I feel like that's where this question is being asked out of. It's not a continuation of good things. It's like things have been difficult and things have been tough. Will there be an actual shift? I feel like absolutely. I want to say yes. I have the 7 of Coins in reverse as well as the Queen of Pentacles and the 8 of Wands. So to me, I feel like it's going to be a slow, gradual change at the beginning of the year. Picking yourself up and fixing the pieces of what was, I don't want to say broken, but of the challenges that you faced. It's not like we're coming out of a very dark time and we're flicking back the curtains and all of a sudden it's sunny. There's going to be a bit of a transition period here, my dear, where it's okay, what are my priorities? How do I get myself up out of this rut that I've been in? And I see this beautiful Queen of Pentacles upright coming in towards the end of the year. Like, look at this shift, my dear. This is a much healthier version of you, a much more peaceful version of you. Someone who, this is just so wonderful. And I feel like with this 8 of Wands, she says, very. My heart goes out to you, my darling. With this 8 of Wands, I do want to say it feels like the shift happens quite quickly after a bit of a progression time. So over the next couple of months, I feel like it's moving in slowly, and then it's going to come. Things are really going to line up for you, my dear. Don't give up. Keep going. I'm going to pass you over to Squirrel.
You're muted, sweetheart.
Okay, hi Kirby. I do remember when we were doing the speed questions that I had given you a no, and I'm so glad you came back and asked again, because those no's can always, once you find out why it's a no, it really helps. It's right now you are seriously, like Cassidy said, And hi, in a transition period, it's like you're moving from one place to another, and there's a Pisces symbol on this card. You're moving in an emotional awareness at this moment and for quite a while right now. I feel that you feel like you've lost your, like, mojo, for lack of a better word, that you feel like you haven't been able to do anything right. And what this is saying is learn to be content in your own skin. Learn to be comfortable with yourself. This is a very happy woman. But because you're so uncomfortable with yourself right now, if you can find ways that you enjoy spending time with yourself and with other people and appreciate yourself within that, that can change things around big time. This is predominantly seen as a marriage and family card, and that is love. It's just that you're so uncomfortable in your own skin right now, honey, that you're not allowing love to come in. So this would be toward the end of the year because you've got some serious work to do because you've been through hell. And that is not your fault. Stop blaming yourself and start enjoying your own company because I get the feeling that you're really fun to hang out with and that you're really intelligent, but you're not being fair to yourself at all. And I'm going to pass you on to Journey. And she said, yeah, I get it.
So, what I was picking up with you when it comes to the transition period, I do get that this is a time of growth and birth and kind of rebirth for you, making sure that you are getting through all the things. She says, "Thank you, Squirrel." Um, the thing is that the energy that is coming for you is positive as long as you allow yourself to be open to the new ideas and the growth for you. This is time for you to make new friends, financial changes, different type of, I mean, this is like, we're talking about different foods, we're talking about different everything. It's time for change. It's time to get out of the same circle you've been living in and allow yourself to experience new things. That's even if it's like going to a new restaurant you've never been to, walking in a different pair of shoes, doing something different for yourself. Because love is coming, but you've got to be more open. And I feel like you've been very closed off. Will it happen for me, please? Will I change? I do feel like you're going to change. This is what the transformation is. It's time for growth. It's time for you to go in a new direction, but you have got to be open to it. See, you are the key factor here. You are the key factor for your growth, your changes, and to accept it, to allow it to happen. Because I want for the better. The thing is that you can have it for the better, but you got to start with you, even if it's something. Will love come in for me? Once you open up, yes, love will come in for you. But first, you have to open up yourself because it won't come. That's why we've got to know until you change. So it starts with you. Change the no into a yes. All right. Kirby, thank you so much for your question tonight. We appreciate it. And love yourself. That's the pattern tonight.
Yes.
It's love yourself. And yes, I got that ready.
Awesome. I'm
Got
so
that
excited.
ready.
But it definitely is.
But yeah, definitely pattern. But thanks for reminding me, Cassidy.
And she said,
But I
thank
did
you
pull
all
it.
very much.
You're welcome. But hang on, Kirby. You got one more message. You've got the Seven of Water, a complex decision, which we were just talking about. Need to do some research. Stop procrastinating. Stop holding back. Allow yourself to grow. Allow yourself to grow. It wasn't the Queen of Fire, but definitely you needed something. And it's time for that. She says, yay! Exactly. So turn your no into a yes. But if you stay in the same cycle, it will be a no. So time for change. And change is coming. Guys, live like there is no tomorrow. Grow, be happy, allow yourself to act like a kid every now and then. There's nothing wrong with it. Grab a coloring book, grab a old gaming system and play Pac-Man or Super Mario Brothers or Sonic the Hedgehog, whatever it is that you like to play. I know. What?
I know. Okay, everybody that's listening, you have homework for the next time you're in a store. When you're in the store, yell Marco and see how many people yell polo back to you. Do it. Homework.
I did that one time. I did that. I was like, Marco, and someone screamed, crazy.
I love hearing all the polos come back.
You
I
do
do
get
it all the
polos, but
time.
I had
do
to
it
throw
all
that
the
in there.
time.
I had to throw that in there because I got someone goes crazy. I was like, oh, that's not the person to talk
I
to.
think I've only ever done that in a pool, never in a store.
It's
I
fun.
do it in the store all the time. It's fun because a lot of people look at you like, what the hell is going on? But you always get at least 2 or 3 or more people calling polo back. It's great.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, guys, we blasted through that show, and this has been so great, and we love being here. And we got Cassidy for our 3rd Friday in a row, guys. Woo woo! We got her for the 3rd Friday in a row. You know how rare and hard that is to do? Very, very lots of sweat and tears. I'm telling you. She's a hardworking woman. And Squirrel too. Got to thank Squirrel for being here and being a part of this, guys. We are loving it, and we love being here for you guys. And we want everybody to have a great weekend. Think of yourself. There's apparently a lot of self-love that needs to happen, and I really do believe it had a lot to do with that Capricorn energy that we had in Mercury, that we haven't taken that time to heal.
Yeah.
Because Capricorns are very direct. And if you're not a Capricorn or don't have Capricorn in your chart, I would say either your sun sign, your moon sign, or your Mercury, you had a really hard time with the energy that came through. Capricorn is a very direct, doesn't think about it until after they said it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it can come out very dry. Not trying to hurt your feelings. It's just their approach is not always warm and welcoming.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not talking badly about Capricorns. My father's one. I love him to pieces. But they are very direct. And if you don't know how to handle them, they can come off kind of aggressive. And you're like, the hell did you just say to me?
Even saying I love you can feel like an order.
Oh, crap.
You know?
Rebecca just said I just donated for a mediumship. Oh, ladies, can we stay for one more?
I'm here.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, guys. Rebecca, go ahead and throw us your question. We're going to go ahead and do one more reading.
All right. Thank you, Rebecca.
I know. We got one more. So get that question ready because, guys, we have a... We got a mediumship! Rebecca! Did Rebecca already post a question earlier?
I don't.
At least a mediumship question?
One.
No, I don't see one. Okay, here we go.
There it is.
All right. Kate says she has Capricorn and Mars, only Earth planets I have.
Capricorn loves, or Mars loves to be in Capricorn, though.
Yes.
So that's like a really great placement. That's ambition and drive.
Yes. That's a good place to have Capricorn because they will get the job done. All right, let's get to Rebecca. Rebecca, thank you so much for your donation. We appreciate it. I'm going to start us off since we're doing a mediumship. And says, I've been feeling energies from my first husband. He died, bad relationship. My son just had a bad health issue. I feel he has been hanging around. Yes, you are correct. He has been hanging around. I do feel like he's playing a little bit around with your technology currently. I do feel like if you're having a little bit of troubles with technology, it's him. He likes to mess with you. Things he thinks are funny, things that would piss you off. Almost feel like I'm playing that pyramid game. Thanks for $25. But the thing is that he likes to, mess with you. He likes to play games with you, but you didn't always find what he said funny, or, what he thought was funny. There is an apology there, though. Substance abuse. I see substance abuse. I'm assuming alcohol. He's not saying what it is, just said substance abuse. The thing is that he's going to stick around until these health issues do clear up 100%. I do feel as though that he is, trying to make sure that you are safe. He was the kind of guy Amy is dealing with. A lot of abuse. Yeah, but I get substance abuse with alcohol. Yes, alcohol. He died from, cirrhosis. Yeah. That was the thing that he picked. He said it. I picked it up. But he's not that person anymore. He's not the person, and he wants you to know that. He says, I heard you curse me. You made him see everything that he should have seen, and he's sorry. He apologizes for all that he put you through. But the energy that he's saying is, you learned a lot from me, but I wish I would have taught you differently. He says, you knew what you wanted in life after me. And I know that I hurt you. I'm sorry. But as for your problem, she says, I know I forgave him. I have to grow. He says the message you sent was so passionate. And it wasn't, well, he said it wasn't the cleanest language, but he says, but he knew why you said it. You knew why you felt the way you felt. And had he seen how he was treating you, he would have changed, but he couldn't see it. The alcohol wouldn't let him. Yes, narcissist energy was definitely who he was. He kept everybody at arm's distance from the age of 6 until he was an adult. People always found ways. He got a lot of people that lied to him, that treated him like crap. I'm seeing, okay, he's saying that everybody, I couldn't trust anybody. I didn't even trust myself. She says, I did a meditation and released my anger for him through tears and yelling. He said he heard the yelling and he heard the language. And he said that, he wants you to forgive him. Even though you say that you forgive him, he says he wants you to know that in your heart. He wants you to know that there's a reason for everything. He got his lessons. It broke him when he had to relive those lessons by watching what he done. He couldn't believe who the person he was. But he's not that person anymore. All of this has been released. And that he loves you and cares about you and will always be there to protect you. He says, you name it, and I'm there. I'm the one knocking over stuff. I am the one messing with your electronics. I'm trying to get you to see that I'm here. I've been trying to get everyone's attention, but I was so bad that no one will pay attention to me. It's got a lot of emotions coming out. He's surprised you reached out, to be honest. He does see he sees his granddaughter's children. He sees it all. But the thing is that he keeps trying to reach out and no one's responding. No one's paying attention. So that's why he's surprised that you are saying something now. He's happy. He wishes that his memories could be different. She says, I bet. He wants the memories to be different. The stories told about him are not good stories. None of them are. He just says that I want forgiveness and to let everybody know I'm not the monster everybody thought I was. I was hurt and I didn't know how to deal with my pain. So I drank my pain away. I kept everybody at distance so no one else could hurt me, including you, and I'm sorry. His message is deep, and he wants you to know that he is the one that's trying to grab your attention. He's the one watching over the family. He is protecting, but he is not alone. He is my middle child's father. He always denied it. He is, and he knows it, and he's agreeing to that right now. But what he's saying to me is that you're the only one that's reached out. And anytime anyone talks about him, it's always poorly. That's friends, family. No one has a good word to say about him. That's how draining and toxic he was. And he didn't realize it until his passing. He wants things to be different, but he knows he can't change the past. But he hopes and prays that everybody will soon eventually forgive him. So far, people say it, but they don't mean it. And he knows that because he's on the other side. They know a lot more than we do. They get to see things that we don't get to see. Even as psychics, a lot of that stuff where our brains couldn't process it. You see that type of stuff, you're gone. You're like, hello, now we're in person. What the hell happened? Oh, your body's back down there. You can't process all that. The thing is that he denied a lot of things in his life. He denied you love. Thank you for giving me what I needed then, now. He said he had love for you. He still has love for you, but he didn't give you what you needed. And that's why, there's separation. But thank you for reaching out to me. So no one else has. That is something he continues to keep repeating. So can you do me a favor and give them all a kiss and a hug and maybe tell a good story about me? Let's change what was, even though what people remember was not good. He's not all bad. He had sometimes he had good moments, but not most of the time. They were very poor energy. But he says, I love you, and I love my kids, and I love my grandchildren, and I will be here to see my great-grandchildren, so on and so forth. He says, you need to start with your passions. I see how passionate you are, but you need to put forth that energy and allow yourself to move forward. Stop stopping yourself. Yes, I will. It's just hard to find those stories. He says, I know. Remember when I made you laugh? Your stories will come from there. He doesn't want to influence your story. He wants you to tell the story how you saw it, how you felt it, and someone more positive note, because everybody has nothing but bad memories. He said, I did that to myself. That's no one else's fault but my own. I should have learned to deal with my feelings and give you the love that you deserved. But you found the love that you wanted in life, and you have it now. And I'm thankful. So to know that he respects where you're at in your life, Rebecca. He loves what you did and what you're doing and how you're justifying. He said, stop being everyone's savior, by the way. You're wearing yourself out. Put some of that passion into yourself and put some of that passion into your creative mind. He says you're sitting on a gold mine and you don't even know it. She says, laugh out loud. I'm trying. Try a little bit harder. He says, because you got this. You're sitting on a gold mine. I'm going to pass you over to Cassidy. I'm not going to hog the screen. So, but he says he loves you, and I'm passing it on to Cassidy.
All right, that was really beautiful, Journey. Incredible messages that you shared there. And I've got a number of cards on my table here. She says our oldest is missing him so much right now. That was definitely an aspect of this. So I'm not a psychic medium in that I speak directly with our departed loved ones, but I do have cards on my table that I will just bring to your attention. And that was one of the first things that kind of comes to mind here. I have the Page of Wands reversed, the Three of Coins, and the Two of Swords. And I was getting a very similar thing to what Journey was saying in terms of can you tell better stories of me, or at least try not to perpetuate the bad ones. It's almost like the saying, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say something at all. But I feel like it comes from a place of inquisition from youthful energy. So if his grandchildren or his children are asking things about him, either, and it's, it's certainly up to you how you choose to do this, but if you can, I would say I feel like there's a limit of the truth if you can. Not what he did to you, but of how he is exactly remembered when people inquire about him who didn't get a chance to know him in a way that he would have liked to have been known. 3 cards I laid down initially. So it's really interesting. I have the Queen of Swords in reverse, the Hermit, and they came up actually like this, so they were back to back. And beside the Hermit, I had this 8 of Wands. So when you said, you've already been feeling this energy around you, to me, I'm seeing a very similar thing to what Journey had already said. I feel like he's definitely reaching out in many different ways, trying to get your attention. I don't know, so I've got a couple of oracle cards here as well. 2 I have down, I've got the Eye, and this one's called the Oraculum, and it's the crystal ball. I don't know if you've physically seen him, but to me it feels like one of your psychic senses has been activated by his presence being around you. So the fact that you even came and asked this tonight feels like you were already aware that he was there. And if you have not, like, either physically seen him in a psychic sense, to know that you've already picked up on his presence being in your space. 3 other cards I've got the Candle, the Dagger, and the Pipe. Both of those cards are surrounding smoke. So where Journey was saying, messing with your electronics or things, I don't know if you've either felt a breeze or a candle has flickered. There's something, she says, yes, someone sat on my bed last night. Wow. Okay, which is cool because the last 2 cards I have down, I've got the Nine of Swords reverse and the 9 of Wands in reverse. And I feel like that's incredibly cool that you said he sat on your bed last night. To me, I do feel a lot of regret energy here, and I see a lot of, again, much like Journey had already said, like I see now who I was, and I see now what I did. The fact that he came and visited you, late at night in your bed, I feel like that was also quite a time he maybe knew that you were going to be more open to seeing him and receiving him. She said, and it's like, I know it's him. Yeah, definitely. So I feel like, she said, oh my God. And I felt cold air outside by me. And I literally said, I feel you. Who are you? Yeah. It just seemed like he kept making his presence known way after way after way after way after way, like just trying. And it's, throwing spaghetti at the wall and seeing which one sticks, like trying to get you to understand you acknowledged his presence, but just trying to, poke through the part where he actually said, that it's me. There was one other thing I had meant to say, and what was that? Let me just see what you had just said. Cold air. So we covered the part about, that youthful inquisition. Not to lie. He's not saying, say I was an amazing person, but if you can help with his memory, and that's up to you if you choose to do so, because he knows he put you through a lot, where I'm saying there's a lot of regret energy there surrounding how he conducted himself and what he can see now that he is in the place that he's at. I believe that's all I had to say, my dear, and I hope that was helpful. Thank you very, very much for your donation. And I will say with this as well, to learn to really lean into and trusting yourself when you get these types of feelings. She says, sugarcoat it for the granddaughters. The kids all saw it, unfortunately. I don't want to say sugarcoat it. I don't like, I want to, these cards are considerably more literal than that. I would say there's a difference between making something better than it was and maybe just not putting the focus on the terrible, the detrimental, or just, you know what I mean? It's kind of like being that middle person where it's like, if someone says, oh, was he this or did he do that? You can choose to entertain that conversation or not, but to try and perpetuate an image that, and to me, I don't feel like it's necessarily for him. She says, gotcha. Yeah, just to not for your own self to maybe, and I'm just saying specifically towards the children, definitely share any feelings you have with anyone. Never hold things inside. All that still is valid. But there's when people ask about me, if there's anything that can be said, and like Journey said as well, even going back to the beginning, some of the nicer things about him. Because when we inquire about who, our lineage and where we came from and who these people were, it's maybe nice to hear some of those things, and I feel like he's acknowledging that through his children and his grandchildren. So thank you very, very much, my darling, and I'm going to pass you on over to Squirrel.
And Rebecca, by the way, that was him that sat on their bed.
Hey, Rebecca. I'm still working on mediumship, so I did lay some cards, but I keep hearing that he's so proud, and I can feel him. He's so filled with regret. She said he definitely taught me what not to put up with, so he made me stronger. He's so proud of you. She said, I knew it. She said, he said that your children are what he had hoped to be when he was growing up, and that he doesn't feel like he contributed to that at all, except for as a sperm donor. Please excuse the crudity, that he never really contributed. She said, Oscar, it's okay, I'm okay. I feel so much regret. And I definitely heard that those children are what he had always aspired to be, what he really believed he would be when he grew up. And he's so disappointed in himself, but he's so proud of you. Now, I also got the Eight of Wands, and I think Cassidy explained that beautifully, that he is definitely trying to get your attention. And what my cards are saying, and this is, just bear with me, okay? He was a really, really hard man to live with. The alcohol made him someone he was not, and the mask that cracked and what came through the alcohol was horrible for you, for your family. And the more he drank, the more he wanted to destroy you. It's like he kept pushing every button. He was so mad, and he doesn't understand why now. But he was so mad that you were so well put together and so loving. And Rebecca says it was absolutely horrible. You are so loving, and you tried so hard to forgive him and keep loving him. And every time you went to make him feel like he was enough, it pissed him off, and he wanted to push you off kilter. There is no logic to it. He wanted to destroy you. He wanted to take that beautiful, loving woman and turn her into chaos. And he's so regretful that he did. For moments, he did. Just broke you. And he's so proud of you that you have risen above that, and that you are nothing but a font of hope and love for everyone around you. I'm sorry. He finds you so beautiful now. And he celebrates that he was able to spend any time with you in love, and to please, please forgive him for breaking you. But he didn't really break you, sweetheart, because the strength you have and the beauty you have, she said, it's okay. I'm sobbing too. I'm so sorry. In passing and in watching you, he has learned the lesson of true beauty and how to love. And he wants to thank you for that. And I'm so sorry, y'all. Rebecca, you changed him. What you could not do in his lifetime, you did with his death. And he is so grateful to you. And I'm going to leave you with that. I love you, girl.
That was beautiful. And
I'm sorry. I'm still getting
no,
used to this
you
stuff.
gotta get used to it. It's a bit, like I told you, it's an emotional roller coaster, and it took me a minute. You had to see me stop and then communicate because the emotions were strong. She goes, "Don't apologize, please. I accept you. I appreciate you."
Yeah, I'm not used to all that
Yeah.
feeling. I'm a Leo, people. I don't feel shit. Sorry.
But Rebecca, he is extremely just thankful for reaching out for him because you are the first person to do so. Because no one else was. So when you said something about sugarcoating, when everybody's talking negatively, bring in a positive because once upon a time, there was a reason you were attracted to him. Because there used to be that person that you loved and cared about before it got too bad. And those are the stories you can tell. The flirting, the laughing. It came before the hate and the pain and the sadness and the abuse. There's a lot more I could say, but we're on a live platform. So she goes, so if I call on him, he will help me. Oh, I loved him so hard. And he knows that. He loved you too. He didn't show it in the way that you showed it, but he really did love you and he didn't know how to deal with it. He trapped himself in his bubble and surrounded it with alcohol so no one could get to it.
And I feel like
He
he's
hurt
there to help
first.
her.
Well, he wanted to hurt people before they hurt him. That's how he was seeing people. And that he saw Rebecca love him so hard that he had to singly push everyone out of her life. But she wouldn't let that happen. And I'm proud of her for not letting that happen. But he at one point did have everybody at bay. Everybody knows the stories. He would like at least a couple good ones to be passed around. At least he was this at the beginning. He did at least bring these beautiful children into the world. And now he's got grandbabies. And now you've got grandbabies. So remember those types of stories. He was more than just a sperm donor. He was, from what I'm seeing here, like a first true love. Like a true love. But unfortunately, he couldn't reciprocate the love you provided. So he can now, and he's going to help you. Anytime you ask for his help, he is there. She says, I'm sorry you guys stayed and are sad, but you helped me through this. Honey, we're not sad. We're not sad. Trust me. We're just being sincere because from what I saw and what he told me, I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah. And at the end, I was crying just by how beautiful he sees you to be now.
And the soul that he became a beautiful soul. He didn't everybody thought he was going to hell, but he, that's not where he ended up. And unfortunately, he had to be punished by watching what he did. And that was the hardest thing to go through. It's like watching your own life movie as you as the number one actor, and you're like, what the hell was I doing? So thank you guys. I've risen so much from that fire. Absolutely.
Our Phoenix.
And don't worry. Squirrel is okay. She's,
I'm just not used to that.
mediumship. Her mediumship's coming in, guys. So we're going to have another medium. Woo woo. We're just going to keep working on it. But yes, it is definitely a lot of emotion, especially when someone's trying to express love, or when someone finally reaches out to that person, they feel it and they're like, oh my God, they finally reached out. Someone finally cared enough to say my name. Someone cared enough to say my name in a positive way. And that made him feel better. So, not in a bad place, but he is one of your guides, just so you know. That was something you weren't expected. And no, it's not a punishment to be one of your guides. Just so you know, it's not a punishment. He loves every minute of it. As Squirrel said, as Cassidy said, they see what was in the past, what he's become today. She said, thank you, Gabe. He says, no, thank you. So we're going to leave you guys with that. It has been a beautiful night. So much going on. I'm going to start off with Cassidy to say her goodbyes, and then I'll pass it over to Squirrel and then to myself, and then we will see you again next week, Monday, 10 p.m. Eastern. Guys, don't forget Tuesday night at 10 p.m. surprise show. It is My Psychic Connection's 15th anniversary of being on the air. So guys, get ready for that. We're so excited, but here we go with Cassidy.
Awesome. So I just want to say, thanks everybody for hanging out with us tonight, for the beautiful questions, and for everyone who shared their time with us. It's always such a great time to be invited onto the Friday show, so I'm really glad that I got to join everybody tonight. This has been wonderful. I'm wishing everybody a wonderful evening and a wonderful weekend. I will be back on the Thursday night gal at 11 o'clock Eastern time. You can find my show. But apart from that, wishing everyone, great weekend, and we will talk to you next time.
Thank you guys for spending your Friday evening or Saturday morning or whatever the heck time it is somewhere in the world with us. I have no clue. I love you guys. I had a great night. I am not the one that balls at the end of the party. No more beer for Squirrel. I love you guys. Well, good night.
All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here and being a part of My Psychic Connection. Guys, make sure to tune into our YouTube channel to find the new content coming out. We've got so much more coming. We've got great interviews with gifted practitioners coming up here soon. And we've got tarot of the day. We've got your forecast for your astrology. We've got something witchy brewing up here soon with little Cassidy throwing some runes and possibly some other things for you guys. So we're looking at that as an amazing new show. And guys, we love you so much for being here. We appreciate you. Guys, make sure you share far and wide. Tell your friends about us. We love having all of you here. Let's make this channel grow to something big so we can continue to keep bringing you guys the best and most amazing energy and the best psychics that we can find. I almost said money can buy, but you can't buy the type of talent that we have here. It's absolutely great. Guys, it has been so beautiful working with you tonight. And Cassidy, we got you 3 Fridays in a row. What?
This has been so fun.
Excited. So excited about that. But it's been amazing. Squirrel, breathe.
Rock star.
I know that was a lot of medium that came to you. All of us. He was like, oh, she can do it too. Hey. Hey, I know you're in there. You were like,
I need to go to that school you and Destiny went to learn how to contain it. So it just,
it's something we learned along the way. There are times where I can't hold back some of the tears. I mean, it's always with the kids. It's always when the babies come through for me that it's so hard because their messages are so sweet. And
yeah.
Kids touch my heart. I'm telling you, they just do. They do. They get me crying every time, or they get me laughing. Either way, they do both.
Rebecca says it was a large, not medium. LOL.
It was a large. Right. Extra large. How about that? What's more puns?
Oh, Rebecca's card.
I'm getting there. I thought Cassie was about to say something. Were you going to say something?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say Rebecca's card.
Oh, okay.
I was psychic.
Real deal, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay, so the 9 of Earth goes in what I was saying to you. Oh, wait a minute. It does go with what I was saying to you, but I'm going to read it because I pulled it. So, the 9 of Earth saying to enjoy life's luxuries and spend a little quiet time and successful employment, self-employment. So, remember what he told you to put your energy into because you're sitting on a gold mine? It's amazing how these cards work. But the thing about that is that I thought the show was over and I put the cards back. So that was a reading for somebody else. But I do believe that was a special message for you. So on top of that, you're actually going to get the card that was supposed to be yours. But I do believe that was supposed to be yours as well. But I reminded myself and she said yes. So he gave you a second message. This card is the 5 of Fire. Close, Rebecca. Says completing goals. Don't deal with the bothersome details and the conflict with others. So release conflict. Right now, I feel like there's been a lot of conflict. People not quite agreeing. Try to be Switzerland. Try to be neutral. And one of the girls had just mentioned that to you too. I know that I can't remember which card it was that they had in their hand. They were telling you, I think it was Cassidy.
Yeah, my 2 of Swords, yes.
Yeah, the 2 of Swords was telling you to not sugarcoat, but to kind of be the referee, to kind of take a negative and make it a positive or put in a positive. So you kind of neutralize the energy so it's not so intense.
More for the kids' benefit too, right? Like,
yes.
You know.
That toxicity.
Yeah.
She goes, laugh out loud. I'm going to Switzerland, remember? Right. So be Switzerland. Be Switzerland. And Rebecca, take pictures. I want to see. Mm-hmm. That's where my heritage is from. That is where my heritage is from. And I would love to go there someday. She says, I got you. Awesome. Awesome sauce. Guys, this has been amazing. Thank you so much. We love you all. We'll see you starting Monday night at 10 p.m. Until then, this is Journey Ryan, Cassidy, and Squirrel saying goodnight. We love you, and we'll see you on Monday. Bye.